man. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the Stock Markets with Bruce channel. Nice to have you here on my channel today. I'm your buddy, Uncle Bruce. And can we be friends? Welcome. It's Monday, November the 22nd, 2021. It's Thanksgiving Monday. I guess we've got the week coming up here, 3.5 days of trading. That's all we have. We have Monday all day, Tuesday, tomorrow all day, Wednesday all day. Everything's fine. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, we're closed. Friday, we are only open until 1 in the afternoon. So we shut down half the day, 3 hours early. So on Friday, I will only do a morning show. And that's all I'm going to be doing for Friday. I'm not on the air Thursday because we're not live. We're not, because I don't know. I don't know what I do on Thursday. Then again, I could do something on Thursday. Maybe I'll do a surprise live show. Like maybe I'll just go on whenever I want for whatever. And if you happen to be paying attention, you'll see me. And if you don't, you don't. Maybe I'll see what Jen has planned. That's what it is. Oh yeah, I remember. Jen will tell me what I'm doing. Oh right, okay. And then Jen will let me know whether I get to talk to you guys or not. So thank you, Jen. Thank you one and all for being here today. The boss is back. It's not me. She's the one. A little bit of coffee here before I get going. Welcome one. It's nice. Welcome one and all. Nice to see you here today. A special shout out to my members out there who are the backbone of this channel. Thank you guys for being members of this channel and help support us, keep us going. We love you for that. This past week was a huge week for this channel. Every week from the the 16th to about the 20th of the month, those are the big 4 days of the month. Why is that? Because this channel on March the 16th of this year offered memberships for the very first time. And we had a lot of signups back at that time. And this is rollover sort of week. And people have to decide whether they want to be a member for another week or another month or not. Where others just do the automatic, just roll me over every week. I want to be a member of this guy's channel no matter what. But a lot of you out there have that choice that every month you can decide, do I want to be a member of this guy's channel for another month, or is he a loser? What do I want to do? Because, the face is for radio. I mean, what am I looking at here? Yeah. Anyway, so thank you for those of you who wear sunglasses to watch me so it's not so harsh. Those of you listen to me in the background as like a radio, but thank you for renewing your membership and being here. Those of you who are members, of course, you get to make the comments during the live telecast, during the markets. You get to use emojis and let me know what you think. I appreciate that very much. If you've subscribed to the channel, hey, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Do appreciate that very much. And those of you just watching casually, hey, how you doing? I'm the guy that talks about the stock market in plain English. I'll tell you, this channel, a year ago, I had no idea what I was doing. I'm a YouTuber from 2017. I've been doing YouTube since August 2017 on my original channel, Traveling with Bruce. I was going to talk on YouTube all about traveling on cruise ships and going on travels, and I was going to take my camera with me, and I would show you all the traveling I was going to do. That was the thought. And then I ended up specializing in cruise ship news and cruise ship updates. And then I thought, well, I'll just do group cruises. I'll every 3 months or so, we'll do a group cruise, invite a bunch of folks from the channel to come and join us, and I'll be the host with the most, and I'll negotiate with travel agencies and cruise lines for perks and onboard stuff. And we do that. And that was about to launch. That was going to launch on, I think that was December of 2020. Yeah, December 2020. And then February 2021 was a cruise. I had 2 cruises booked for then. And then I was going to do a cruise in June 2021 and another cruise in about September 2021. October-ish, and then the next one would have been like January, February 2022, and so on. And not a single cruise has taken off because of COVID. COVID shut everything down and just destroyed everything. And that began to happen, obviously, in January, February of 2020, when everything broke. And that cruise ship in Tokyo, in the Tokyo harbor, Yokohama, Was the princess ship was all, what a mess. I mean, oh my god. Anyway, so the channel began to slump in views and following because who's going traveling when everything's shutting down. And I had to do something. I had to figure out, how am I going to survive as a YouTube creator. I can't do a video every day talking about how bad traveling is. I mean, who's going to watch that? And I thought, well, why don't you talk about the stock market, since you used to be in the business, and your first real job, well, I guess my second real job, was a stockbroker. And why don't you talk about your experience of being a stockbroker, a branch manager, VP of a brokerage firm, a desk trader. Talk about your mutual fund days. Talk about maybe that when you took your own company public with a business partner of yours, a good buddy of yours. Talk about that. You could talk about when you lived in the Cayman Islands and you were in offshore finance there. You could talk about that. You could talk about corporate finance work you've done over the years. You could talk about that. You can help people understand the stock market in plain English. I mean, don't try to out technical all these other guys that are out there, these technical guys, and don't be a day trader on the air and try to show people how to buy what I'm buying and selling, like as if I'm some god or something. Like if I knew what stock was going to do later today, do you think I'd even be here talking to you guys? What do I need to talk to you guys for? I could just buy stock in the morning, sell it in the afternoon, get rich, and I don't have to talk to anybody. I could be like Howard Hughes. I could have like really long fingernails, and have assistants, comb my hair for me. Wait a minute, that's a waste of money. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so I thought, no, I'm not interested in that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a live trader on the air. I just want to explain the market in plain English and kind of cover it and let you know what I think's going on and give you my impressions. I figured I'll do a channel like that. And then I thought, how do you do a channel like that? How do you talk to people about the market in plain English? Because I'm looking at YouTube all the time, and I'm trying to find out, well, what do other people do on YouTube with regard to the stock market and investments and all this stuff. And there's so many channels I mean, zillions of them, and I get these ads all the time. Pick up our course and you can learn how to do this and learn how to think. Oh my God, I don't want to be one of these hucksters that just is trying to show you a new method of I don't know, crypto or technical this or technical that. I'm going, no, I just want to talk about the markets, how they relate to you, what does it mean, and then kind of go from there. Well, that was the thought anyway. That was the plan. But I knew all along, like with my first channel, it never goes according to plan. You have to just go with the flow. Your audience will tell you what they want, actually. As a YouTuber, my advice to any of you who want to become a YouTuber, you want to be a professional, full-time YouTuber, you better be ready to completely change your channel to give your viewers what they want you to give them, because otherwise no one will watch you. It's kind of funny how that works. If they don't watch you, you don't make any money, because YouTube will pay you through advertising, sharing revenue and stuff. But if no one's watching, there's nothing to share. So if you want to be a YouTuber and have no audience members, you could do that. There's a lot of channels who are good at that. But if you want to have a following, you better kind of give them what they want. And so I started making videos back in the summertime, over a year ago, and I figured, well, I got my travel channel, so I'm doing videos there, and then I've got the second channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. I'll just start adding a few videos over here and just see what happens. And I would make like a video every week or two, no pressure, because I didn't have to be on daily or anything like that. Nobody knew who the heck I was. And so I figured, you got a zero start. I announced to my existing channel, hey, I got a second channel. I figured, maybe 5,000 or 10,000 of those folks will come on over and watch. No. 500, 800 of them maybe watched like for a while, and a few hundred out of 50,000, 60,000 subscribers, a few hundred subscribed to the stock market channel. That just shows me how selective the audience is. There's very little crossover of channels. It's quite amazing. But anyway, you know what? What do I got to lose? I'm just adding a second channel to an existing channel. I'll just go forward. And I made a video about an article I read. I think it was on the Wall Street Journal. I caught an article one day. It was like a headline, and I'm not even sure if I caught the article on the day it was released. It might have been the day after or the day after that. It was just an article I found on Google. I was Googling through, and I found the 10 most shorted stocks on the stock market as ranked as that were ranked. And I just, I read 50 articles a day. This is just another one. So I'm reading this article. I'm looking at it going, wow, look at that. The number one stock, the number one shorted stock back in 2000 and what was it, 2019 or whatever it was, 20. GameStop. GameStop, the number one shorted stock in actual numbers of shares and percentage of shares shorted. It was GameStop. Well, actually, it was percentage. Actually, it was percentage. And I'm going, wow, look at this number: 70 plus million shares shorted. Only say 50 odd million can free trade. 70 million exist. I'm thinking as a broker that I'd never seen like that before. I'd never ever witnessed as an industry veteran this kind of a number. This makes no sense. And I'm thinking, I haven't been an active stockbroker for a while, and things change. But this is beyond. It's bizarre, right? So I'm looking at the rest of the list, and I see AMC and a few other companies. And I'm going, okay, yeah, all right. These others are all right. But this GameStop thing. So I started looking into the GameStop company, and that entire day of every spare moment I had, I was just researching, doing some due diligence on GameStop. I knew the name, I knew what they did. I know that in Canada, EB Games was the name of the GameStop locations at that time. They've now since changed them in Canada to GameStop, by the way. And so I knew I knew that end of the company. But I was not a follower of the stock. Why would I be a follower of the stock? I'm not a gamer. And I don't have friends that are gamers, actually. Makes sense because of how old I am. I mean, I'm 66. I mean, I got gamer friends. What are you talking about? So I had no direct loyalty, experience, familiarity with their business beyond knowing that they have a retail store. They had a retail store in a shopping mall I once had a store in, selling sports goods and stuff like sports clothing, stuff like that. And I once talked to the manager of the GameStop store in our mall, and at Christmas time they were just going nuts, and the rest of the year they're fairly steady. And when a new game come out, all hell would break loose. But whatever. His customers were my customers, though. That's interesting. He would have, kids from 12 and 14 and 16 and 20, all the way up and into now adulthood. And I had like 35-year-olds who would, up to 35-year-olds, they would all walk into my store eventually. After they went to GameStop, they'd come over to my store, and then they'd look at my caps, sport caps, and they'd look at my T-shirts and my jerseys and all that stuff, and they might pick up some stuff in my store. But that's all I knew about GameStop. So I did some digging on GameStop, and I'm coming up with information that just blows my mind. I'm just going, I can't believe this. The company, 2 years prior to this moment in time, they had the management, the former management, and this might be like 2 sets of management ago. This is going back a ways. They had authorized the buyback of a bunch of stock. When the stock was at $4 or $5 a share, they had authorized a buyback, and they bought back 34 million shares of their company. They bought back 34 million shares of the company over several years, and they averaged out at $5.19 a share. And they had at one time 105 million shares outstanding, 105 million, and they dropped it down to 70 million outstanding. And I figured out that this 70 million short position had been there for years. There'd been 70 million shorted on the stock for years. It wasn't like just this month it got there. No, it's been, these guys, whoever shorted this stock originally, they were shorting in 2015. We're talking 6 years ago now, almost 7 years ago. They were shorting at 40, $35, $30, $25, $20. They kept shorting and shorting and shorting as it went down and down and down, because their thinking was these guys are going broke. They're going to go out of business. And when the COVID broke, they figured they're definitely going out of business. This is it. This is it. They are going out of business because every shopping mall's closed, which means every GameStop store is closed. They got to go out of business. They figured that if you can't let people in the front door of a retail store, they can't buy anything. And if they can't buy anything, you can't sell anything to people. If you can't sell anything to people, you can't bring money into your cash register. And if you can't bring money into your cash register, you can't make bank deposits. You can't make bank deposits. You can't write checks, and on and on. You go broke. This is a pretty good strategy. You know, it's pretty smart. It's old school. This is old school thinking, but still works. You know, you don't bring in money, you can't spend money. Bills pile up. So they thought, oh yeah, they're done. And so they weren't buying back the stock. It got down to $2.18. That was the lowest trade ever for GameStop. They didn't buy it back. 70 million shares. They could have bought it all back down there between $2 and $5 a share over like 6 months, a year. Could have bought it all back. and the stock would still be $5 a share. And they'd have made a killing, but they didn't. And I found that interesting that the management of the company took $175 million of cash that they borrowed. This company had to borrow money. They took loans and they had some cash on hand, and they bought this stock back, and they reduced the share count to 70 million shares or so, 72 million shares. And now all of a sudden the shorters were short exactly as many shares as existed, which tells me there's 140 million shares out there, and 50 million are free trading, and 70 million are created short. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know how this can work. This can't last. There's no way this can last. Anyway, so I made a video about this. I made a video about this whole story about all these shares outstanding, and I didn't talk about the share buyback yet. I hadn't figured that part out yet, but I did talk about how many shares are outstanding and blah, and all that stuff. And I figured there could be a short squeeze. Somehow, something could happen. Something could trigger an event that would make this stock run. And that was June of 2000 and I think 20, if I'm not mistaken, because I keep losing time perspective. This is November 2021, and this channel was created in 2020. And I made that video, and it's out of my channel. It's out there. And after a week, 400 people had seen it. Made no difference to anything. The stock was still $5. It was $4.80 a share when I made the video, $4.80 a share. And I just said to folks, any of you folks out there, you got a couple of bucks lying around, you might want to buy some of the stock at $4.80, because you never know. There might be a short squeeze on something like this. That's what I said on the video. And about 3 months later, I dug up more information about the buyback. I kept digging about this thing because I was watching the stock now. So watching Tesla, Apple, the markets. I would make videos on how markets work. I would make videos about Apple, made videos about Elon Musk earning stock option bonuses on Tesla. I made a bunch of videos, like 30, 40 different videos. And I did a second, I think I did another GameStop update video. And then the name Ryan Cohen showed up. I discovered that name, and I started following what was going on there. And I noticed the stock $6 to $8. I'm going, look at this. Well, people are almost double their money here. This is pretty good, Got to 8 to 10. Wow, it's going to break 10. Like, oh my God, that's got to be a psychological barrier. $10 on GameStop. And how many are shorted? 70 million. What? These guys aren't buying back their stock? And of course, the company was announcing stuff like, we're doing curbside pickup. We're going e-commerce. We're still in business. You can still buy stuff from GameStop. Don't worry. It's okay. I'm going, wow, these guys, that's pretty smart. And then this Cohen guy shows up, and he is an e-commerce specialist, having taken Chewy public. And I'm going, well, holy moly, macaroni, there's a complete change of management going on here. There's a whole change of philosophy going on here. Oh, these shorters are going to be in big trouble if this stock keeps going. First, they're going to be in trouble just on the stock price. But second, their idea that this company would go under is not happening. This company is not going under. And Cohen starts buying up a bunch of stock. Of course, that's how I found out about him, like you did. And the next thing you know, I'm hearing that he owns over 5% of the company. He's talking to Sherman, the president of the company. He's now on the board of directors. Mr. Cohen gets to bring two more guys with him. There's three of them. I'm going, oh, Sherman is adopting his ideas too, and this is getting interesting. Of course, this guy's making, Mr. Cohen is making Mr. Sherman rich because the stock is now $10 to $15 a share, and I know Sherman's got options at 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. He's got to have options that are way down here because the stock's been down here for years. Well, geez, Mr. Cohen ends up with 13+% of the company. How did he buy all that stock? He bought stock in the open market. He was buying up free trading stock. Well, of course he was. Now, he probably bought a lot of stock from shorters who were happy to short him the stock. Unbeknownst to these guys, they had no idea this guy wasn't going to resell them. And so all of a sudden, these guys are short this stock going, oh, where do I get them back? And they started going higher, and they got into this $15 to $20 neighborhood. And this was December of 19 now. My channel came out in June. And so I'm making, more videos, and occasionally another video on Gamestop. And I'm starting to get questions from viewers like you saying, asking me really basic questions like, how does this work? How does that work? Where do these shares come from? Can they create more shares? How do the shorters get their share back? How can they sell all this stock short if there aren't any shares? How can there be this many shares shorted if there aren't that many shares free trading? Like really good questions. I'm thinking, boy, there are people out there who really need guidance, and then of course the next phenomenon hit. The we're locked in phenomenon obviously is hit, but the big news that began to seep out. I found it early was you guys are trading on these, and the platforms are popping up. I hear about Robinhood. I learn who all the platform traders are. I'm reintroducing myself to the brokerage business because I have been out of the brokerage business for a while. And it had changed a lot in my time, like from 1978, 79 until I stopped being an active stockbroker. It had really evolved. It completely changed out. Canada, the US, everything. But this platform thing, this is completely different than anything I've ever seen before. And I'm watching CNBC, and I'm listening to Bloomberg, and I'm reading this and I'm reading that, and I'm beginning to figure out, wow, there's a lot of people out there who can't get a broker. There's a lot of you out there who can't find a stockbroker to talk to, and some of you folks have like a couple $100,000, and you can't find a broker. Like, a broker won't take your account, or you can open an account with a firm, but all you can do is buy their house funds, or all they're going to recommend to you are some ETFs, some mutual funds, some really, really conservative stuff where they don't want you to call them every day, and they're not going to call you. In effect, they just want to kind of put you away in a corner and add you to the pool of cash that their so-called specialists are managing in that secret head office somewhere. You're probably New York, and if they can generate 3-4% for you, and they can generate 2-3% for themselves, everybody should be happy with that. And in a world of zero interest rates, you put your money in the bank you put your money into a savings account at your bank. How much interest are you getting? Nothing. Inflation eats it up, and on it goes. So many of you were I'm learning. Millions of you have nowhere to go to get. What happened to the Bruce Frommer brokers that used to be out there? What about the Uncle Bruce guys? Anyway, I figured in January I'd start going live, figuring maybe I can go live once a week, and I'll just kind of have a Q&A show, and you can ask me questions and I'll try to answer them, and that might help my views on my videos, get my channel known a little more. No idea that I had no clue that when I would go live without any advance notice of any kind, I went live one day, turned on the YouTube thing, and just started talking. I'm looking at the little meter on the top of my channel up here. It's right up. For me, it's up here. You don't see it, but it's right up there. You guys probably see it down here. You probably see a live count meter down here somewhere. How many people are watching? On my other channel, I went live. I used to go live all the time. I mean, all the time I was live. There was a point in the first 6 months of the traveling with Bruce channel. I was live 8 times a week. I was live Monday through Saturday every day, and Tuesdays and Thursday nights I was live again. So I was live 8 times a week for over a year and a half. I did that to build that channel up, and it worked, but it drained me. And then I cut back, and was only live a few days a week. I cut that back quite a bit. Anyway, so I was used to going live, so I knew I could do that, but I had no idea what was going to happen on the stock market channel. So I started talking. The most people I ever had live on Traveling with Bruce was 340. Once I had like 340 people watching me at the same time, and I started talking here without any fanfare and whatever, and within 15 minutes there were 150 people watching me, and the comments were just coming through like crazy. I was having trouble reading them. And people were sending donations, super chats, so that little colored bar would come across the chats with their comment. Then I noticed those, and I'd read those, and go, and people realized, oh, he's reading the super chats. Oh, yeah, of course you read super chat. And so around and around we went, and it just built and built. Within an hour, I had over 850 people watching, and within an hour and a half, I was at like 1,600 watching. I just decided not to look at that thing because that was intimidating to think 1,600 people at a time are watching you talk. Oh my God. Well, I was on for like 3 hours, 4 hours. I can't remember. It's so long ago in my mind. But it was like the most successful live show I've ever done in my life. And I had no plan. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just kind of going with it. But my thought was answer the questions they're giving you and go that direction, and let the viewers take you down the path. And then I went on the next day, which I announced I'll be on live tomorrow. Don't worry, I'll be back. And I went on the next day, and I started going live. I think I did 2 or 3 days in a row where I was live for 7 straight hours. I started just around the opening of the market and stayed on until the close of the market without a break, because GameStop was going crazy. I mean, it was 30, 50, 80, 120, 200, through 50, 300 a share. Went to $500 a share in 2 weeks. I mean, it was insanity. There were days during that run-up that I had over 20,000 people watching me live simultaneously. And you're just kind of going, what? And people are subscribing to the channel. And, I mean, there were zillions of people subscribing to the channel, not knowing what the channel was or going to be or had been or going to be in the future. And I'm just kind of going with it, going, hey, I'm just trying to tell you what's going on in the marketplace. And I had a lot of people join this channel who were really shouldn't have been members of this channel because, again, and it's not their fault. It's okay. Anyone can join any channel anytime you want. You can unsubscribe whenever you want. It's a free country. But I got up to 106,000 subscribers in like a month and a half. It was insanity. Unfortunately, there was a number of people who were part of this channel who actually thought incorrectly that I was a cheerleader for every stock I talked about, and they figured, oh, if he talks about this company, he loves this company just like all these other YouTubers do. And if he talks about this stock, he's going to promote this stock. It's going to be great if he talks about this stock. And I'm trying to say to the viewers, look, I'm a commentator. I'm telling you what I think, trying to interpret what's happening for you in a plain English format. But constantly people are saying, what are your favorite stocks? What stocks do you like? What companies, what do you think I should invest in? And I started coming up with a list of companies that I thought would be a safe bet to make money, put money into. And of course, those stocks are fairly large, secure type companies. And so I started to bring out the list like this right here. I started talking about ideas like, well, Apple would be a good place to go. That's pretty safe right here. Apple, Cisco, no matter what the earnings are, Cisco, Facebook long-term, of course, GameStop, because I like the stock and the story. Goldman Sachs, Home Depot, IBM long-term, Intel long-term, Microsoft forever, Micron long-term, and then VanEck Vectors, the ETF. Those are the stocks that I came up with as here are some shares you can buy that you buy these, you should be able to sleep at night, except for GameStop. That one is like, stick around with me every day. We'll watch what happens with GameStop, but no matter what, I'll follow it long term. And that's what I did. But Notice in that list there was no AMC theaters, and there was no BlackBerry, and there was no Bed Bath and Beyond. There were no other meme stocks. There were none. There was just the GameStop only. And I had been pestered and pestered and pestered and pestered and pestered, and it just non-stop. What about AMC? What do you think about AMC? Do you think AMC is going to go higher? Is that a good stock? Because it's a meme. It's the number 2 meme stock. And I knew there were channels out there who were AMC channels and who were GameStop AMC channels or meme stock channels only. There were channels who were trying to cash in on the momentum of the Wall Street Bets Reddit phenomenon that was also all happening at the same time, which would never happen before. I mean, 10 years ago, nothing like this existed. But there were these new YouTubers, a lot of these guys who, wanted to be, in effect, stock promoters. And that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to be. I don't want to be a stock promoter. And I didn't want to be the guy that showed you how much I loved your stock by buying it and then be the, I'm long like you're long, because to me, that's a conflict of interest, because, the minute I sell some stock to take profits, I'm a trader. I'm just not going to play this game. So people ask me, why don't you own stock? Because all these other guys own stock. Why don't you own stock? They're all trading. Why don't you have a ticker? Why don't you have your face down here in the corner and have a quote machine up here? Why don't you show us charts? Because that's not my style. I said, you want that? Good. There's a zillion of these guys. I mean, go chase these kids. But if you want to hear from a 66-year-old former industry veteran guy who's going to tell you what he thinks is going on compared to the way it used to be, the way it has been, the way it usually goes, you want the experience factor and you want it in plain English, I can give you that. But if you want me to be your cheerleader for your hot penny stock or your hot meme stock, you got the wrong guy. I mean, you just got the wrong guy. And so finally, I came out with okay, I'll tell you about what I think about AMC. That was a March 10th, March 11th. And I mentioned the economic situation that AMC was in. And to this day, I still get hate mail from my opinion about AMC. I still get it. And we had to shut down the comments on down below, where people used to comment on our channel. We had to shut that off. It was impossible to monitor it. We were getting death threats. Jennifer and I were getting death threats in email, really nasty stuff. And we had to do something, because the chat just became so littered with with filth and complete hatred. I mean, it was bad. And I'm just telling you what I think. So, of course, we went private. The channel went with a membership program. Didn't go private. We went with a membership program the 16th of March. That was, I think, a Monday or a Tuesday. And it's changed the channel completely again. And a lot of upset people. Yep. A lot of happy people. Yep. But I got to tell you that since that day to today, and this is now November. So from March, so April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. This is the 8th month. For 8 months, every day, for 8 months, I've lost subscribers. Every single day, I lose subscribers. Anywhere from 5 to 50 a day. Every day. It hasn't stopped. It still goes on. It used to be 3,000 a month, like 100 a day average. Now it's about 20 a day. Still losing subscribers to this very, very, very day. And people get upset with the presenter, which makes sense, because I mean, look at me. I mean, what's to look at? They hate that I hate AMC. Like, you hate it, so I hate you. I'm unsubscribing. I'm telling all my friends to unsubscribe. I'm telling the world never to subscribe to this guy. Then there's other issues. Well, he doesn't like the politics I like, so I'm not going to follow this guy. I'm not going to hate him for it. I don't like his opinion. His opinion isn't like my opinion, or I think he's changed, so that's it. And on it goes. Whatever the reasons. And you know what? It's okay. It's all right. You don't have to love me. It's okay. Welcome to the world of being a YouTuber. You have to really let it go. You have to just let it go. And you have to just say, you know what, Brucey boy, your other channel, you get them. They love you there and they hate you there. And I just talk about cruise ships over there. I mean, just talking about a cruise ship. When I would make an opinion about a Princess Cruise Line cruise ship having problems with its engine in in Puerto Rico, I'd get hate mail. Oh, how dare you talk? That's one of the greatest cruise lines in the world. They took good care of us. All you're doing is picking on them all the time. I'm going, hey, the engine broke down on a cruise ship, man. It was 3 days stuck in port. They were fixing it. That's what I said. It makes no difference. This t-shirt is black. How dare you? It's more purple than black. There's a lot of brown in it too. You lying bugger. You got to just let it go. You just got to, okay, all right, so whatever you want. Watch, don't watch, subscribe, don't subscribe, be a member, don't be a member, It's okay. And there you are. There's the history of this channel in a nutshell. Here we are today, November 22nd, with I think we still have 91 or something thousand subscribers out of the 106 we once had. We went from 106 to 91. And right now there are 715 of you here, 722 of you here instead of 20,000. And it's okay. It's fine with me. The comments come through. Many are very appreciative, very kind. And then there are the others, because at this point the channel is open to all. And say hi if you like. Be respectful if you could. PG would be really nice. And there you have it. So there's how YouTube works. That's how this channel has come to be, and we all started because of GameStop. And speaking of GameStop, it's up $4.20. Is it going to the moon this morning? No. With what I see here, you know what I think is going to happen with the stock today? If this is how it's going to act, we're going to have a down day today on GameStop. You know why? I'll tell you why. I mean, I'll be happy to tell you why. We've only had 60,000 shares traded in the pre-market. This is not how stocks go up. GameStop cannot go up long term with light volume. It just cannot happen. Yeah, there's 76 million shares outstanding, and there's 62 million apparently free floating. Although I find that to be really misleading. I don't think that's true, but whatever. I'm not the SEC. I don't audit these numbers, but you cannot have GameStop go up in price day in and day out and day in and day out and day with less than 5 million shares trading. Is without 5 to 10 million trading a day, you're not going to hold the market. If you trade 1 or 2 million shares a day, yeah, you could be up a buck, down a buck. You can move $5-10 each direction. The volatility is there. That's not going away. That's here. This stock is volatile. It can go up and down $15 each direction at any time. That's a $30 spread in one day, no problem. But sustained upside movement on this stock has got to come from news from the company. It's got to come from a massive online campaign of information that's just exploding everywhere. We got to have Wall Street Bets and Reddit go nuts about GameStop. That's not happening. It's not going on. So we're 232 right now. We're up 321. That's a nothing burger, man. This stock isn't going anywhere. I'm thinking that this could be 220 later today, unless I'm wrong. Look, I'm not guaranteeing anything. If you know me, you watch me enough, you know I don't make guarantees. But this stock is not trading enough to sustain this kind of pricing, because it moved up nicely in the last, Friday? Had a nice day. It's had a nice month lately. It's been all right. Looking at a month ago, I saw it at 175, 180 range. That was October October 26, 27, 177. We're 232. Hello? 187, 197, 207, 217, 220. That is $54 higher in a month right now. That's how much the stock's moved. $54 from 177 to here is $54. Now you do the percentage in your mind here. 10% is $17. 20% is $34. 34% is $51. This stock is up over 30% in a month. What has the company said officially to you and me to make it go up? Nothing. They haven't said anything. There's nothing here of any significance, of any massive. What would make if Apple went up 35% in 1 month, there'd have to be something. It's not happening here. What's the deal? It's all anticipation of what? Well, they're going to do something on the NFTs. They're going to do something in the fungible token thing, and they're going to do something on a crypto. Something is going to happen. Their financials are coming out. Ryan Cohen his gag order will be lifted. It's going to be great. Really? That's it? That's your plan. That's your whole plan. I can tell you right now, the move has happened. If that's the plan, we're at the top right now. But you know what? In an hour from now, we might be at $250 a share. Could be. You know that. You know what can happen. We were at 255 last week. Remember? You remember we were at 255 just a little while ago. For 1 day, it went to 255. So 231 should be, this is not like a record high or anything like that. But it was 177 a month ago. Just to kind of, and you saw this, and I saw this, we saw this together about 6 months ago. The stock went from 150, 60, 70 range to 330 something, 332. Couldn't go to that 346 number I was yelling at. 346, wouldn't do it. That was a run, wasn't it? Yeah. Did it last? No. It came back. Yes, it did. And here we are. Here we are. 131.03 coming into the open in 18 minutes. We'll see what happens. Look, I love GameStop. I love it. I talk about it all the time. But I'm also a realist. And I'm just kind of going, kids. It's now 130.96. 230.96. This stock, it's here on emotion. It's here on emotion. And it's either going to stay here on emotion, it's going to go higher, or it's going to go lower. All on emotion. Because it is not moving on fact. There is no press release that I can point to you. I can't read anything to you from the management of this company. There's nothing I can tell you. I got nothing. Now, this is Thanksgiving week. I just don't expect them to talk. I just don't expect them to talk this week. The financials come out, is it next week? Isn't it the first week of December? Was that what we were told? I got nothing. I don't know. Those option players out there, of course, that's the big change on this channel now since the summertime, of course. As you know, after I went live in January, February, March, then in July I did classes and created a website at the same time. And now, you folks are learning how to write options. That's all new on this channel. That's the direction I've chosen to go, is to help you make money while you're hanging around holding stock, especially those of you who hold stock that you've had for years and years and years. It's time to get some payback for this. You got to charge rent. You have to charge rent on your money to hold stock in companies. You're doing public companies a real favor when you hold their stock and don't do anything. I mean, they're just going, these are the easiest shareholders we've ever had in the world. These people own our stock forever and they don't do anything. Oh, this is wonderful. They never call us. They never write us a letter. They don't bother their broker to call us. Oh, we love these shareholders. They own our stock and they never trade it. Oh, these are the best shareholders in the world. Not like those mutual funds and those institutional investors. Those guys are buggers. I mean, they keep asking questions all the time. Like, are you going to make more money next quarter than last quarter? Are you going to raise your dividend? Are you going to do a stock buyback? What about the manager? What about your VP of whatever? You're going to get rid of that schmuck? We notice that this division isn't working out. You're going to change. They bother us all the time. But these viewers that Bruce has, oh, we love these viewers. And all those other YouTube channels out there, oh my God, they're the best thing ever. These public companies love it when 22-year-old, 25-year-old, 27-year-old, 29-year-old, 31-year-old guys, mainly guys, create YouTube channels and talk to you about the mother of all short squeezes and the gamma squeeze of all time. Just hold. This is going to be great. We're going to get rich. Oh, public companies love guys like this. Are you kidding me? These shareholders, just like lambs and lemmings, just hang on to the stock and don't do anything, and it goes up and down and up and they don't do anything. It's fantastic. These public companies have it so easy. And there's a gazillion channels like this. I mean, a gawa-billion channels. There's so many YouTube channels out there where the host will say, "Oh, it's the buy and hold strategy. Oh, you make your portfolio analysis and you allocate your funds into certain segments of the marketplace, and then you do your risk tolerance assessments, and then you invest a certain percentage into high income, long term yield." Really? Oh, the public companies love these guys because they don't do a thing. They don't do anything. And over at Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and all these brokerage firms that deal with clients that have less than $500,000, they slot those folks into ETFs and mutual funds, and they just put them into house funds, and then they don't talk to them. And they send them emails every month or so from some PR department somewhere in head office just to tell them how great things are and how wonderful you're doing, and the long steady road to success, and all the pretty pictures that they show you in the brochures of the of the grandma and grandpa with the grandkids, and oh, what a wonderful world it's going to be, and all that. Yeah, where's the real life, man? Where is real life? It's right here. It's right here. It's the only channel I know of. Real life is right here. I'm trying to tell you what's going on in Beijing. I'm trying to tell you what's happening in London. I'm trying to tell you what's happening in Paris, New York, Toronto, Mexico City, and how it can affect you. And you're looking at me going, why do you keep doing that? Why do you talk to us about China all the time? Because I don't care about China. I don't want to care. I know you don't. I know you don't want to care. I don't want to care about China either. But I have to. And we have to care about what's going on in the real world out there. And one of the things we can do that's in our hands, in our control, is maybe we could write stock options against stock we own and bring some money in for this charge stock a rental fee to hold it. How about that? If you have a checking account, don't you get charged a monthly fee by your bank to park your money in the bank? You know what they do with your money, right? You put your money into your savings account, your checking account, whatever. You know what the bank does with your money? They give it to other people to use. And they charge them for it, like credit cards, loans, mortgages. Do they pay you for that? No. You used to get an interest rate, but you don't get an interest rate. What interest rate do you get on your checking account? Nothing. But these banks are going, these saps, these people are such idiots. They come in here and they open up these accounts with us. They give us all their money, and we're sitting on it, and we tell them that you got to save. Oh, you got to save for a rainy day. And they do it. I mean, stupid or what? Gullible. And then we get all this cash, and then we rent it out to other people for all this cash. And we have office towers, the tallest office buildings in every downtown core around the globe. Not in America, not in North America, not in Europe, the globe. Every major city in the world's largest skyscrapers usually are bank skyscrapers. Your money, you can see your money. That makes you feel comfortable. I'm happy for you. So if you get to see the Bank of America tower somewhere, it makes you feel good. Oh, I'm happy for you because that's your money. Helping build that 70-story skyscraper over there, or that 50-story complex, and all those shops down below that are paying rent to the landlord that is the bank itself. Oh, you're making them a fortune because you're letting them rent your money out for nothing. Well, now you've got money in stock. You're just sitting in your account, And like a moron, you're going, oh, I'm happy with this stock. If it goes up, I'm going to be rich. Great. That's smart. Yeah. Why don't you get paid rent on that money? What? Write an option on it. I mean, come on. I'm asking you to consider, how about imitating the bank, imitating the hedge fund, imitating pension funds, imitating mutual funds? These aren't like, risk takers, like they're buying the hot penny stock and looking for it to go up 10 times in value. We're talking pension funds, mutual funds. These are the boring, that boring money the brokers try to get you to put the money into. Those guys are taking your money, buying stock with it, and then writing options against it. And they're bringing in this cash from the gamblers who are playing the options market. That's all I'm asking you to try to consider doing here. And I figure, well, I'll make some lessons, talk to you about it on my show, try to help you write options, keep you out of trouble as best I can, beg you not to buy short-term call options and stay away from the gambling, and try to get richer. And a bunch of you have said to me, holy moly mackerel, I had no idea, Bruce. I had no idea this is going on. If I'd have known this 10 years ago, my life would be completely different today. Thank you so much for explaining this to us. Thank you so much for making these lessons. Thank you so much for talking about it on your show every day. Thank you so much for offering one-on-one sessions where we can actually rent you for an hour all to ourselves. And I can talk to you about my account, my world that I'm in, the situation that I'm in right now. Can you help me? I can help some of you, but I can't help you all because there's only so many hours in the day that I can do one-on-ones. I do 3 on Saturdays, 3 on Sundays, max. This weekend, none. My daughter's coming into town. There'll be none available. It's next weekend, and I've already got one slot reserved already for that one. But I do what I can. I'm just a guy in front of a computer in a den in Palm Desert, California, asking you to like him, or am I? Love that movie. I love that movie. Oh gosh, Julia Roberts and oh yeah, now Hugh Grant. Almost forgot that name. Love that show. I love that line. Anyway, we're doing the best we can with what we've got, and you know what, kids? The time has come to start making money on your money, and it's time to put your money to work, and it's time to stop being so damn charitable out there and just having your stock sit in an account and not let it make any money. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. It's time for you to be paid for what you own. And why don't you, quote, offer your stock for sale under certain terms and conditions? And those terms and conditions are an options contract. And let these gamblers in the options market pay you money so they can try to gamble on the upside or downside of your stock. And you collect the rent in the meantime and say, hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate this dough. You gamble all you want and, have fun out there. I'm just going to collect this money. And every couple of weeks, I'm going to write another contract. And thank you. I'm going to take this rent. I'm going to get paid to hold this stuff. Do you know that so many of you out there pay brokers to hold your stock for you? These brokers should be paying you. The brokers should be paying you a monthly fee based on the value of your account to hold your stock for you. They should be kissing the ground you walk on. Do any of you get a Christmas card from your stockbrokers, your brokerage firms? Do you get a birthday card? Do you get an anniversary card? These people should be so happy that you've deposited $50,000, $20,000, $1,000, $20,000, whatever the number is with them, that they can literally, and they do, they can take the value of your account, borrow against it themselves, set up portfolios to make money off of, and give you nothing, and charge you a fee to leave your stock with them, and charge you a fee if you need special services. These guys have got it going on. They got you so fooled. They got you so hoodwinked that you think they're doing you a favor. They're being nice to you to allow you to open an account with these guys. Are you kidding me? Your bankers You walk through the door of a bank branch right now, that branch manager should be running to the door to welcome you in there, because it's a zero interest rate environment. What are you doing with money in a bank for? They're giving you nothing. They're not going to give you a dang thing. What they're actually trying to do is they're trying to charge you for a checking account, trying to charge you for every withdrawal you make, every inquiry you make. They want to charge you for anything you want to do with these guys, and they're going to give you zip on the way back. They're going to claim to offer you all kinds of protection against fraudulent activities while your identity gets ripped off, or while their systems get hacked, because they're not spending the money they're supposed to be spending to protect your identity. How about Robinhood with their identity hack problem over there? Was 7 million accounts? That's all. It's just 7 million accounts. Nothing important was stolen. Oh yeah, social insurance numbers and addresses and checking account numbers, but nothing important was stolen. It's not like we got your blood type. Oh, by the way, what's your blood type? I need to know. Maybe it's time you guys stood up for yourselves and said enough's enough. I want to get paid for my assets. Yeah, maybe it's time. And writing options is one way to look at it. I tell you, I rented you and I'm ready. Thanks for the time, sincerely. Bertie. I met with Bertie yesterday for an hour. We had a good time. And we covered a lot of stuff yesterday, the two of us. Bertie is a whole lot smarter this week than he was 2 weeks ago. Oh, Bertie has seen the light. He has seen the light. And get out of his way now. Watch out, baby. Yes, sir. Bertie is in town. He is here to make money. And a lot of you are doing the same thing. And I'm proud of so many of you who have decided, you know what, that's it. I'm not going to be a patsy anymore for these large institutions. No. It's time to pay me. So you will use these platforms. You'll use these to make money. You'll be more than happy to utilize these platforms. And yeah, they'll make a few bucks off you. They'll make a few commission dollars off you trading your stock and option stuff. Yeah, okay. But guess what? It's time for you to be compensated for your dough. Time for you to be paid. And I commend you. I commend all of you who are jumping into this. Apparently, Biden is going to renominate Powell for another term on the Fed. That'll make Wall Street happy because they kind of wanted him in there for another term. It'll make the left end of the Democratic Party a little upset because they wanted to shift, but he's not going to upset the entire financial world community by dumping this guy. He's kind of like watching paint dry. I mean, Greenspan was the worst. Oh my God! You ever tried to listen to a speech that Alan Greenspan ever made? You kids that are under 50, you were spared. You were spared this absolute torture session when you had to. If you ever tried to listen to this guy, oh my God, you were spared. Because I couldn't understand half the crap this guy was saying. And yet he was in there for, 16 years. It was ridiculous. Yeah, well, anyway, Powell's in there, and things will just continue on, and we'll be fine. We'll be okay. It's going to be. Yeah, unbelievable. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the show. We got 2 minutes till we open for trading. Gamestop is 230.60, up $1.80 right now. Oh, okay, it's up a little bit. We'll see what happens. Let's hopefully it's a good thing. Time will tell. What else is going on? Not a lot else. I mean, it's a short week this week. Okay, it's a short week. We're going to be open today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and then half a day Friday. That's it. So not a lot to talk about. Matterport is up $1.10 to 28.96. So those of you who are thinking of writing options, you might want to look at Matterport the first 20 minutes, an hour, and see how it performs. If it tops out around 29 and wants to go to 30 and top out there, you might want to think about writing 30s or whatever. Write some contracts. Something to look at. As far as options go, I'm still looking at, unfortunately, the same option pack as before from what I can see here. Looking into January contracts, still every 250. And then every $5 over 25. I don't know when Chicago's going to get its act together on Matterport and start offering at least $1 contracts and offer weeklies. I'd like to see weeklies come out on Matterport, but Nothing yet. So I can't answer that question. I know a bunch of you are going to ask me, Bruce, when are they coming up with weeklies? I don't know. I don't know. Right now, options expire monthly, more or less, for Matterport, which is kind of frustrating for those of you who want to write a lot of options. So, yeah, that's an issue. It is what it is. SoFi did get up to, I don't know, what was it, 2070, and it's now 2050. Still up 13 cents on the day. Well, we're getting ready to open here. I bet you that my buddy Larry is ringing the bells right now. There, thank God Larry's here. Thank you, Larry. The bells are being rung. Larry has done it. It's official. We're trading now. So let's see what's going on. Why not? Hopefully somebody will make money this week. You'll watch your contracts drop in value this week and watch them, fall down, and you'll buy them back. Some of you will watch stocks go up. You'll write options this week. Some of you might do rollovers on some stuff. We'll see what happens. Whatever. I got Rocket Lab up 7 cents on the first couple of moments of trading. I got SoFi up 15. I got GameStop at 230.36 up $1.57. I got Matterport up $1.14 to $29. I got ME at $10 up 3 cents. Spire up a nickel to $5.15, a little better. ATIP down 15 cents to $3.54, just to drive us all crazy. Smart Rent 10.09 up 6 cents. Cyxtera unchanged. AMC's up 90 cents at 41.77. Robinhood to 29.08. Oh, what a dog. Vanek Vectors up 88 cents. Home Depot up $1.96 on Home Depot. IBM down 12 cents. Dow is up 133 points. That's a lot higher than what the pre-market was showing. That's good to see. We got the S&P up 16, NASDAQ up 61, oil down to $75 a barrel. Has the price of gas dropped $1 a gallon in your neighborhood this weekend? Because, oil is down from $88 a barrel to $75 now. That means at least $1 drop, don't you think? Or did it drop a nickel? You let me know. Let's see what's going on. Microsoft up $1.92. Apple up $1.98 to $162.56. Wow. Tesla up $34, $1,171 a share. Bed Bath Beyond down 30 cents. BlackBerry up 7. Royal Caribbean up 39 cents a share to 80.86. Goldman Sachs up 5.63. Chairman Powell's been renominated. Goldman Sachs is up 5.63. Keep in mind, the consensus on the bond market, the interest rate world, where they're really finicky people over there, these folks were thinking that if the president was going to make a change from Powell to Brainerd, was the other governor. There's another governor. Her name is Brainerd. Had he shifted to her, the thinking was that we wouldn't have higher interest rates for a lot longer of a time frame. By keeping Powell, we might have increases in interest rates in the next 2 years. It was so stupid. That, we might go up 1/4 of a point in the next year and a half, interest rates. Can you handle a 1/4 point increase in the cost of buying a car? I mean, give me a break. It's such a joke. Anyway, the banks like Powell because they know what they have. And they like Powell because he's very consistent. He's very boring. He's not radical. He's like watching paint dry. Banks love regulators that act like paint is drying. That's what they love because it's calming, consistent, dependable. Change is change. Change is uncertainty, and they don't like that. So the bond market is acting happily that he is where he is doing what he's doing. Now, having said that, the Treasury just went up in yield. It's now 1.59 from about 1.55 this morning. So interest rates are 0.05 of a percentage point higher in the United States. Okay, does that mean a recession's coming? No. Does that mean car loans are going to go from 3% to 13%? No. Does that mean your mortgage is going to go from 2.68 to 5.84? No. What does it mean? Nothing. It means nothing. Nothing will change. Everything will be the same, and we'll be just fine. All right. And so after today's over, we'll calm down again and there will be no change because Powell's been in this position for 4 years. He's going to keep being in this position. That's all. And for the Democrats, there'll be a little internal turmoil. For the Republicans, they got nothing to complain about because he was appointed under Trump. And the Republicans can't say, oh, you should have gotten rid of that guy. He was a bum. You can't say that. Trump appointed him. So you see? So Republicans are screwed. They can't criticize Biden during Thanksgiving for your economic demise because he shifted the governor of the Fed. He didn't. And so there's another thing you can't blame Biden for. Gosh darn it. They're dying to blame him for something. They can't blame him on that. Okay. They got other stuff. Don't worry about it. They'll make up other stuff. It's okay. The Dow's up 152 points. S&P's up 26. Nasdaq's up 82. Are potholes getting fixed in your neighborhood? Do you live in a Republican area of the country and your local elected politician from Washington is taking credit for that bridge in your district that's going to get repaired and rebuilt, but they voted against the act to fix it? Have you got those guys? Because apparently they're everywhere. Apparently Republicans all over the place are taking credit for all kinds of repairs and upgrades to the infrastructure in their districts, even though they voted against doing it. Welcome to politics in 2021. We're having fun here. Never a dull moment. Like I say, every day I lose subscribers. How is that possible? Bruce, how could you possibly lose subscribers every day? It's impossible. Don't they all love you? They all love you. Let's do a recap of the stocks. We're up 11 cents on Rocket Lab to 1561. We're down 68 cents on SoFi to 1969. Surprising we're under 20, but we are. We were this morning at 2060 to start the day, and now we're at 1960. Welcome to the first 6 minutes of Monday morning. There you go. I don't know why it's off, but it just is. Gamestop, 236.01. We're up $7. High of the day, 237.69. A little pop in the morning on 403,000 shares. Great. Have they said anything? Nope. Nothing. 403,000 sounds great. I will admit that, this is the best opening for volume in a while. Is this hot and heavy? No. Is this sustainable? Maybe, but you got to give me something, man. You got to talk to me. Right now, sellers are not sure what to make of it. The buyers are speculators coming and going, maybe it'll go up. And so it's a 237, 238 a share right now. Yeah, it's a little higher. Theoretically, is this an opportunity to do a rollover? Yes, it is. It's a very good opportunity. You might want to buy back your call and write 240s. Maybe you want to write 245s. Maybe you want to look at, if this wants to go any higher, go through the 240 level, wants to go to 242, you may want to write 245s to 250s for a month or two or three out and take in some serious premium money, because there should be some serious premium money available. But again, the stock can go up $9 in 8 minutes and it can go down that much in 4. So, 238.84, up $10 a share on GameStop. Matterport up 44 cents to 28.30. 23andMe down 14 cents. Spire down 16 cents. ATIP down 13 cents. SmartRent down 11. Sextera unchanged. This is when the market is up 152 points. We have the Dow up 152. We have S&P up 24. We got NASDAQ up 83. And we've got some of our favorites that are down on the morning. They're not getting the love right now. They're being ignored by the big market. The big market is looking at the Powell news. They're looking at that going, okay, stability, maybe higher rates, maybe not. Higher rates sooner than later, like a quarter point, half a point in the next 2 years, rather than no increases in interest rates for the next 2 years. In Europe, I can tell you that they're not even imagining higher interest rates in Europe. Not even. They're imagining lower interest rates in Europe. And I'll tell you a secret. It's not a secret, but I'll tell you a secret. The reality is that if rates go down in Europe because of the European Central Bank and the economy over there, they're in a recession, by the way. The rates go lower over there. American companies that need to borrow money, they'll borrow it from there. You see, in the old days when I was young, it used to be that General Motors and Ford and Chrysler and General Electric and U.S. Steel, all the big boys that ran the economy in the '60s. When America was great, when it was all cars made by tens of thousands of workers in a factory, those good old days. These companies could only borrow money from banks that they dealt with in the country they were based in. So GM would borrow money from, Wall Street. They would borrow money from, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. They'd go to Merrill Lynch to do a bond offering. And that would all be done domestically. It would all be U.S. investors putting money together to raise money. They issued stock to raise money by issuing stock. They would do that through U.S. brokers to U.S. customers. Today, General Motors needs $5 billion to convert a plant in Detroit or Ohio or Indiana into electrical. They want to do $5 billion retrofit. They don't borrow $5 billion from the USA exclusively. No. They pick up the phone or they text or whatever they do with their people, and they'll contact Goldman Sachs. They'll contact the top investment bankers in Wall Street, and they'll indicate that we're kind of looking to raise $5 billion to retrofit this factory. That bank goes shopping around the world for money. They don't look for money in Wall Street. They look for money at the cheapest place you can get money. And if there's money available from pension funds, mutual funds, ETFs, hedge funds in Europe, where the interest rate environment is negative, like Germany, for example, they could go to a German pension fund, or 10 or 20 or 30, because there are thousands of them, and they can go, hey, how much money are you getting from your government right now? They're going, our 10-year German note is negative 0.3%. We give them money, we lose 1/3% every year for the next 10 years, guaranteed by the German government. And the investment banker says, well, would you be interested in lending money to General Motors so they can convert a plant from gasoline diesel trucks to electric? And they'll make dozens of calls, and some pension funds will say no, and some will say I might be. And the banker says we're looking for $5 billion, and the pension fund number one says, nah, we're not interested. Pension fund number two says, yeah, we'll put in $5 million. Next one they call, we're putting $100 million, and they'll cobblestone together $5 billion over there, and they'll just convert that to U.S. dollars. Boom, GM's got $5 billion at like half a percentage point, 0.75%, 1%. Like the German pension funds are going to brag about the fact that we're getting 1% interest on our money from General Electric, from General Motors, and they're backing it with their entire corporation. Like this money's going to convert this plant, but GM completely guarantees it. They're happy to do that because none of them have put up a bunch of their own money. They put up slivers of cash they got lying around. So instead of getting negative 0.3%, they're getting +1 from GM. They're happy to get it. This is what these bankers are doing. This is why Goldman Sachs stock is up today. They're always going to make money. So Powell can raise rates, or the thinking is, rates might, maybe, possibly, they could somehow maybe go up a quarter or half a point in the next 2 years. In the meantime, it makes no difference. Apple needs $7.5 billion a month to fulfill their pledge to buy back $90 billion of their stock each year. $7.5 billion a month is what Apple uses to buy back its own stock on the open market. They buy the shares, they put them in their treasury, they cancel them, and then next month they buy another $7.5 billion. Well, they borrow money from overseas to raise the cash to buy the stock, and they're using the money they have, cash they have overseas to pledge against it, because they can't bring the money back to the United States. If they bring their own cash back to the US, they have to pay tax on these dollars that they've made money on. This money is from profits, overseas profits. They don't want to pay the government of the United States 30% taxes on anything ever. So they'll borrow money against their company, but they'll borrow it overseas for half a percentage point. And then they get to write it off as a write-off. You see, this is the beauty of America. You're allowed to screw your own country every way you can. And it's perfectly legal. There's nothing wrong with it. You don't pay 30% tax on the money you make, and you get to write off half a percent interest or percent interest, whatever you're paying in interest, you get to write that off, which is a tax credit from the American taxpayers against money they make in America from Americans. And then you can buy the stock back. And you buy the stock back to reduce the number of shares outstanding, put them away, which makes the shares go higher in value, which makes all the shareholders richer, which consist of pension funds, mutual funds, hedge funds, and the executives of Apple and any of you out there. You get richer, the American government gets poorer, and the government of the United States has to find ways to bring in more money. And of course, that's a bad thing because that's bad for America. But that's the system. It's okay. It's all right. It's the way it is. Been that way forever. Will always be this way. It will never change. And it doesn't matter who's in power. It doesn't matter what anyone says. This is the way it's going to be done. And so there you have it. There's how your market works in kind of a plain English kind of a way. I hope I don't bore you. We're at $240 on Gamestop now. So now the thinking is, ooh, what do I do with my Gamestop? It's at $240 a share. I have options that I've written. I've written 210s, 200s, 220s, 230s. Should I do a rollover? What to do? Well, 819,000 traded in the first 16 minutes. News on GameStop? I can't find any. Let me take a look over here. Just double check, see if there's any news on GameStop. Any news on GameStop. Today is the 22nd of November. There's something about meme movers. There's an article called Meme Movers. I don't know if this is anything to get excited about. Let me take a look. Reading. Okay. Yeah, so here's an article here. It says, retail investor favorite GameStop added nearly 9% to its share price on Friday to close the week with a share price boost of more than 13%. The company had no specific news, but the stock was generating more positive comments Monday morning on Wall Street Bets. That's it. That's it. We got nothing. There's speculation of what it could be. There's no facts. There's no news. There's nothing. It's like a Seinfeld episode. It's a show about nothing. It's a stock about nothing right now. I got nothing. $240.76 a share is the last trade. This is not quite the high of the day. The high was 244. It's now 241. It's up 1220. 800 plus thousand shares traded. None of this is deniable. These are all facts. 849,000 traded. The question is, where's it going from here, and why? How much higher can it go? Well, I'm thinking 255 is a possibility, because that's where we were a week ago Wednesday for like a second. Maybe we get there. I don't know. If I were to write a contract against the stock, I would be really eager to write an out of the money contract. I'd be more eager to be ahead of the stock a bit more. But I don't want to be out too far in time if I don't have to be. So if I'm writing a contract without a rollover, just writing a contract, I'd be looking at like 250s because it's a nice round number. Everyone loves to play the 250s. But I'd be looking for like 2-3 weeks on a 250, maybe a month. See what kind of an option premium you can get on something like that. Maybe it's a nice fat juicy one. Let me take a look right now. While I'm here, I'm going to look at December contracts for GameStop just to see if I can see what kind of a pricing they would generate. Okay, here we go. A 250 contract. December the 3rd would bring in $17 to $18. That's 2 weeks out, okay? Further out than that, though, the December 10 would bring in about $21.50 to $26. That's a little more like it. The one after that expires December 17, the 250, 26.27, not much more. December 23rd, just before Christmas, 42 to 52 would be that one. December 23rd would pay $42 to $52 for an. Sorry, I'm wrong. I'm my eyesight is failing me. I'm getting old. 24 to 34. Sorry, more like 30 to 34. So maybe 32 for an out of the money contract. You get $32 plus $2.50 for a contract $9 out of the money. That's not bad. That's about a month from now. So for a month of your time, you could be, for 100 shares, be given about $3,000, which is 12%, more than 12% of the value of the stock itself right now, 1/8 of the value. So if you had 1,000 shares of GameStop, it's $250,000 of the stock, you could bring in $32,000 for a month of your time, $1,000 a day of potential depreciation if the shares stay under 250 the entire time. Now, if the shares go to 260 by Christmas, the contract would be $10 in the money. You could buy the contract back for about $10, $11. You're still keeping $20 a share in premium because you just buy them back for $11. Keep the change, as it were. That'd be a $20,000 gain. And of course, your stock is another $20 higher, because if it goes to 260, you're $20,000 richer on your stock, of course. I mean, the higher your stock goes, the richer you are, and you're writing higher price contracts. So, obviously it's all relative, right? I mean, I love talking about $250 contracts versus 180s. I love talking about the thought that you might write $250 call contracts rather than writing 190s or 200s. I mean, yes. I mean, that means the stock has got to be higher, right? And you own it. So, yes, please. 239.76 is the current, this second moment price of the stock. And it will, you know how this goes. It will jump $3, $4 in minutes as it meanders. So if you're interested in taking money off the table for the stock, and you don't have to write 1 month out contracts. You can write contracts that expire this Friday if you want to. You could consider writing a 250 that expires this Friday, $12 odd dollars. Up to you. Put in a stink offer. Offer a contract at $14.45 and just say, hey, stock wants to go up $3, $4, $6, $7, and I can get $14.45 for a 250. Come and get me. 3.5 days of trading from now, it's over. It has to move above 250 and stay there by Friday afternoon, or it's valueless. Maybe you might want to do that. You might want to roll into one of those. You might want to roll into a contract for the 3rd, like I said earlier, which would bring you almost $18. You might want to offer that one for $19.95 or $21.45. Again, on a spike up. Maybe the stock will pop from 239 to 247 quickly and then drop off again to 239, and you get out and it backs off. And you sit back with your arms folded and go, okay, well, show me if you can hold this, because you were 210 on Friday. You're 239 now, and no one is saying a word. Okay, well, okay, I'll take this 250. I dare you to buy me out at 250. I triple dare you. So anyway, there you go. Just thoughts, just thoughts. Anyway, folks, welcome all to the show. I haven't read a single comment this morning. I apologize for those of you who've been asking questions. I just haven't got to you yet. It's just been, it's just the old ranting and raving guy. I love doing this. It's so much fun. I love watching this market. 276 gain on the Dow. Thank you, Dow, for hitting a new record high, or just about. S&P's up 36 points. Nasdaq's up 116. This is record high territories, or if not, we're awful close to it. You got to love it. Cheers, everybody. Getting my morning coffee in me, my caffeine. I tell you, I'm so behind on drinking my coffee today. 240.67 on GameStop right now. 15.58 on Rocket Lab, up 8 cents. That's it. SoFi, 1973, down 64 cents. That's it. GameStop, 240.30, up 11.50. Matterport, 29.40, up $1.53. We have not been able to break 30 yet. I don't know if we will, but this is about the high of the day. And if we do break 30, we may have a bit of a adrenaline rush where the stock could go to, 30, 50, 31, 31 and a half. That could happen. If that were to happen, you have to think about this and go, okay, I want to write a Matterport $35 contract that expires this Friday or next Friday or the Friday after that. Because your thinking is, I'm sick and tired of people renting my stock for free. I want to make money on it. And I'm willing to offer my Matterport for $35 on a contract. But I don't like the price it's trading at right now. So think about it this way. Look at a $35 contract that expires this Friday. I'm sorry, I am incorrect. Hang on, I don't see it here. Shoot, my option thing doesn't show it. Darn it, hang on a second. I got to find the option chain for Matterport. Let's do this and do it right. Okay, so hang on here. MTTR option chain. I was looking for the option chain on MarketWatch, and it's only showing me December's. There might not be any for November's. I hadn't thought of that. That might be the reality. There are no contracts for November. Okay, if that's the case, I forgive it. Okay, there aren't any. All right, fair enough. Okay, fine. Make me a liar. So you could write a December contract. Of course, a 35 December would bring you 135 to 150 at the current price of the stock. Matterport currently is trading right now at $29.50. So let's imagine the shares were to go up $1.50 to 31, just $1.50 more. What do you think the 35s would be going for if the stock went up $1.50? My hunch is that those contracts will reach $1.75 to $2. So you might want to put in a $1.95 offer on $35 contracts for Matterport for December the 17th. If you want to write the 30s, of course, at $31.50, they're in the money, $1.50 plus premium. So the chances of those trading, right now they're trading $255.65. The chances are that those will likely run up. The stock goes up $1.50. They'll go up about $1. They'll probably reach about $3.50, $3.60. So you might want to put an offer at $3.50, $2.50, $3.55, $3.65 on those. Again, playing the hunch that if I could sell those at that price and the shares just back off to 29 again, I've already made money. I'll see a $1 pullback on those contracts right away. The 35s, of course, are out of the money right at the moment because Matterport is 29.73, not over 35. And the stock would have to go through 35 in order for you to have to worry about a rollover to 40s or 45s, which you can do. Not a bad idea. If you want to write January 35s, you can get right now 235.55. You could probably get closer to 3 to 325 on these if the stock goes up $1.50 from here. So that's a thought. You might want to put in like a 320 stink offer on Matterport 35s for January 21st. Not a bad little return. Look, let's say you get exercise. Just kind of work with me on this. Don't be horrified. What if you got exercised on Matterport at $35 and you got $325 for your contract? You're getting $38.25 for your Matterport. What did you pay for it? Nice little bell return. Oh, by the way, GameStop 232 taking a move at the moment, a little lower at the moment. Am I correct here? Yeah, we're down a bit. 232 on GameStop. We're getting a little bit of a hit here. You know how GameStop goes, kids. At any time, it can make these kinds of moves. Anyway, Matterport, $29.78. If you're thinking it might go to $31.50, maybe it goes to $32. Put in some stink offers on some of these contracts and dare the option market to take them off your hands. This morning, just looking at the $30 contract, it's up 33 cents to $2.58 last trade. The 35s are up 15 cents at the moment. The 25s are up 57, more like 67, 70 cents. The 2250s are up today. About, what is that? 2250s are up today about 70 cents if I kind of take the midpoint of the bid ask. The last trades are perhaps a tad behind. Interesting movement this morning, that's for sure. The 30s on the Januaries are definitely moving. They're up 40 cents today. So there's opportunities to take in some premiums, which you might want to do. Who knows? GameStop, $233.94 right now. GameStop has backed off dramatically here. The high of the day, $244. Now $234. The low of the day, $229. That must have been around the opening. And here we are, 234.15. You know how GameStop is, 1.1 million traded. It will jump $5 at a moment. That's why we put in stink bids and stink offers on options all around GameStop if you want to write or cover a contract. Rocket Lab up 8 cents to 15.58. SoFi down 84 cents to 19.53. I'm surprised it's under 20. 7.4 million shares, but it is. Matterport 29.55. ME 9.47, down 50 cents. Now Spire, what's going on with Spire? 4.94 a share, down 16 cents here on 235,000 volume. Sorry, just letting my phone update here. 236,000 shares. A nothing burger on trades. Hit a low of 480, now at 494. I'm waiting for the official transference of money and paper to be done by the transfer agents and the lawyers with SEC blessing on this merger of Exact Earth and Spire. And I'm going to guess in the next 2 or 3 days, this should all be done. That's my guess. I can't be any more specific than that because I'm not the insider on this deal. I'm not in the offices to tell you this is going down on Wednesday morning at 10:15 or something. It's underway, and the stock is a bargain right now. That much I can say I'm fairly confident about that. But anyway, that is the story. What else are we watching here? ATIP down a penny now at 368. Hit a low of 351 this morning. That was about 15 minutes into the market. We're now 31 minutes into the market. It's now at 368. That's the high of the day. We're down a penny. We're just about even on this thing. 236,000 as well. No volume of any significance. No news. 367.5 right now, down 1.5 pennies with a smart recovery at the moment. ATIP now is up a half a penny, 369.5. ATIP is in the green. Okay. SmartRent is in the green at 10.11. Sextera is still down 12 cents. AMC up $1.37. Robinhood down 3 cents. Vanek Vector's up 5.68 to 3.17. Home Depot, 485 gain at $413. IBM up 32 cents. Why IBM? Why? The Dow up 306 points. A very good run. 42-point gain on S&P. We've got a 136-point gain on the NASDAQ. The high of all time for the Dow, 36,565. 36,565. We're at 35,902. So we're still 600 points away from an all-time high on the Dow. We're up 300 now today. So this is a good chunk of this pullback coming on right now. Microsoft up 450 to 347. Apple up 460 to 165. I would not have guessed it that a week and a half ago we were at 149, 150, that we'd be at 165 on Apple this quickly. But it is rampant speculation on an Apple car. Okay, I think they're crazy, but whatever. $11.90 on Tesla, up $53. We're down a penny on Bed Bath & Beyond, down 4 pennies on BlackBerry. Royal Caribbean up 33 cents. That's all it can muster with all this green. With the Dow up 300, it's only up 30 cents. Goldman up $9 to $3.96. Those $400 calls, if you wrote them, they're still out of the money. Keep an eye on those. Amazon had a big week last week and had a good day Friday. You may have noticed how it just, took a real shot. The stock was like 35.40 last week early, and it's 36.70 now, up $130. It's down $3 today, but it's had a heck of a run. That is over at Amazon. Facebook up $7, Google down 24 right at the moment. Over at Cisco, we took that dump on Cisco from like 57.58 down to, down $6. It's now back to 54.49, up $1.24 on Cisco. Cisco is definitely improving. They were around 57.50 last week before earnings got as low as 51.40 maybe, and now 54.46, coming back with a vengeance. There you go. Way to go, Cisco. Not surprised. Cash cow company, and the analysts are out to lunch. They're just not being realistic, trying to help figure out what these companies are going to make and why and how, because they want to blame companies for supply chain problems. they're idiots. It's the system, it's the market, it's the way it is. I don't know what else I have to do. What can I tell you? Anyway, we're up 320 on the Dow, up 43 on S&P, up 140 on NASDAQ. Rocket Lab up 33 cents, 1583. I think this is the high of the day, just about 655,000. SoFi down 78. GameStop 236, up $7 as it's jumping around like crazy right now. Again, if any of you rolled into 250s, you were pretty happy 5 minutes ago when they dropped to 230 something. That was interesting. We'll see if this happens again. 236 on GameStop. Matterport 29.14 up $1.28. ME down 47. Spire down 14 to 495 and a half after hitting a low of 480. And ATIP is a negative 1 penny. It got up to 371. That was actually 3 cents higher. Had a 2 cent gain going there just a few moments ago. Might bounce back again. At 368 on ATIP. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. Thank you, all of you folks listening to this old man rant away. Nice to have you here. I hope you had a good weekend. Hope you're having fun times this morning. Lots of activity going on here. Lots of opportunities to either pick up some cheap stock, write contracts, buy contracts back, look at some rollover possibilities. There's all kinds of stuff we could be doing here. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. Put some stink bids in there, put some stink offers in there, and dare them to come and get you. Either hit me or take me out. I dare you. I like it. Anyway, there you have it. Let's see what's going on. I don't know. I just sold some GameStop covered calls. So this Friday at 15:25, says Can Man. Oh, well done. Yeah, baby. I don't know which one, but that sounds pretty cool. Let's see. Let's go. Holy cow, I sold a stink bid on GameStop at 300, expiring this Friday for 1019. So 1009. You wrote a contract for 1009 on a 300. Nice. Nicely done. Expires this Friday. Oh, I like that. I do like that. 237 on the stock. Nice going, Nancy W. Beautiful. Oh, there's some offers up there. There's some opportunities. You never know. Frankie's got it. Why, SoFi? Why? Why? Oh, man. I don't know. Let's see. What else is going on here? $40 strike. Stink Ask 134. There you go. That's on Matterport, I think. Yeah. 29.23 on Matterport. 237.64 on GameStop, up 8.83. We're up 34 on Rocket Lab right now. I love reading all your comments here. You guys are doing deals. I like this. Keep looking at different stink bids and opportunities. Absolutely. Why not? They're handing you free money. These option players, these gamblers are just insane. Insane. Wow. Unbelievable. Let me take a look here also for myself. This is fun stuff. Options on GameStop. What is going on over here? 237.75 is the price of the stock. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, if you want to write 240s for Friday, they're 15.50 to 18. 245s are 14.5 to 15.90. 250s 14.10 to 14.85. Wow. Of 255s are 11.80 to 14.5. 260s are 11.20 to 13. 270s are 10.50 to 11.30. 280 call options that expired this Friday, 9.25 to $10. And I know my quotes are old. They gotta be out of whack here. Unbelievable. There's some opportunities putting stink offers, that's for sure. You want to write December 3rd GameStop calls. Oh boy, 240s 22 to 24. Oh my goodness. 245s 19 to 22. 250s 19 to 20. 260s 15.5 to 19 is a bid ask. 270s 12.70 to 17.40. You put offers out there way up there, and you never ever know. 240 on the stock right now, up 11 again. It's incredible. Of course, with an $11 move, all contracts today will be higher. Call options will be higher, of course. The question now is which call do you offer? And if you have to roll over, you try to do a stink buy on the dip, and then do a rollover on the way out if you must. Yes, that is what is available to you. 29.30 on Matterport, up $1.48. Rocket Lab up 33 cents. SoFi down 75 at the moment. Excuse me. ME down 46, Spire down 14, ATIP down 2.5, Smart Rent down 3.6, Terra down 4 cents, AMC up $1.49. Unbelievable. Apple up 4.44. Microsoft up 4.77. The Dow up 2.83. Tesla up 46 bucks. Royal Caribbean up 40 cents. Goldman up 8.87. Unbelievable. What a morning. Fun stuff for a shortened week this week. And let's just see what happens. Wow, unreal. Let's see. Hey, Uncle Bruce. Hi, Uncle Bruce. Beach Boy, how you doing, buddy? Uncle Bruce, got some delay with my system here. What should be a good offer or a bid, I guess, to buy back GameStop Feb 200s? What if I want to buy Feb 200s? What do you think I should be doing on maybe a stink bid or something like that? Or I want to do a rollover maybe. Let's see. Feb 200s. Feb 200s. We're looking at a market right now of 65 to 70 is the bid ask. Last at $67, up 13 on the day last trade. The market is right now 238.10. It's jumping around very quickly here. So these contracts I know are not exactly accurate. My attitude on this contract is it is book valued at $38 a share. The stock's right now 238. It's got a book value of 38. The higher the market goes from here, the more book value will become dominant versus time value. There is time value, of course, because this is a February contract. This is November, so we're talking December, January, February. It's 90 days, roughly 3 months of life. But what's happening is the contract is quickly becoming more of a book value contract than a time contract. Now, just let me take a look here at this market. Where we're at right now. No, if you're going to try to buy back 200s, the trick would then be to do a rollover into a higher level, right? And the thinking would be 250s might be written as an idea. It might have to be, let's take a look at some contract ideas. June 250s are 62 to 71. So even if you're paying 60 something to buy contracts back and you can write contracts in the 70 range, there's a $10 cash gain there for a June contract. July 2022 is a possibility, maybe. 250s are, again, up into the 70 range. Even 260s might get you 70 range. Vernon, thank you. Vernon Edwards, thanks, buddy. Thank you for that. Let's see. What else is going on? 270s, closer to the 70 mark would be ideal as well. Because, again, you want to be ahead of the market if you can bring in that much cash. Let's see. As far as going further than that, you'd have to look at January 2023's. And I'm not interested in writing 75s if I'm going to go that far out. I just wouldn't be that interested. I would be far more interested in looking at maybe 300s or let me just see if I can get my big ass iPad to calm down here. 300s would bring in probably $80, maybe $85. 320s could bring in $80. Maybe 330s might bring $80. You'd want to go as high up as possible on a strike for as high a price as you can. In other words, a stink offer on these things to say to the market, hi, market, I notice you're trading up $239 a share right now. I'll tell you what, I'll buy my 200s back at, say, 60-something, and I'll offer 300s or 330s up here for more money. Now come and get me. Come on, get me. If I had to do that, I'd consider it. But if I can get away with doing something in the month of June or July, I'd be more interested in that right now, because you always have in the back pocket that January 23 wild card, trump card, or January 24 if you really had to go. I mean, this stock wants to go stupid, and it hasn't yet. Then fine. But the volume here, 1.39 million on GameStop. This is not enough volume to move this market much more than this. We need 10 million volume here because we're going to run into people who are going to take profits. I mean, folks have been buying GameStop since Thursday, Friday at 210. It's 239. They're greedy. They're itchy. There's people here who are not diamond-handed. They're looking for a flip, and they're going to wonder, is it happening? Because they already saw the first dip today, and they got out, and now they're coming in again, but it's not higher. It's not a new high today. We didn't break. We're not breaking 244, which has been the high. So looking at writing 250s, 260s might be the plan here if you're going to do a rollover. On the other hand, this stock could have a down day today. I don't see any announcements, no news. I'm not saying it's going to be a down day, but we're only up 10 when we were up like 20 on Friday. We're only up 10 now, and we're not back to where we were this morning. Will we be? Maybe we won't. This volume has got to come up. We've got to have 1 million an hour. 1 million an hour. That's a 6 million share day. 6, 7. That's. I'm not getting 1 million an hour. I don't feel it. I don't feel like I'm getting 1 million an hour right now. We had the opening. Now we seem to be calming down. Just saying. Okay. Hi, Jen.
You just don't feel it.
I don't feel it. I don't feel it, man. I want to feel it, baby. She's going to feel it all right. You're going to hit me. Oh, no. 239.56 on GameStop. Matterport, 28.91. Not breaking 30, is it? It couldn't get up to 30 today. You Matterport. Anyway, all kinds of fun. So how's it going?
It's good. Is that one of my hairs on your shoulder?
Is it? I can't see it. Even if I look in, I can't see it.
Oh, forget it.
It doesn't
likes you.
It likes me. It's attached. It's growing through my shirt.
So how is your morning?
I've been ranting and raving all morning here. Markets are up. I've been ranting and raving all morning here. I don't know if I'm making my viewers happy or sad. I honestly don't know. I haven't read very many comments today. I've just been going and going. I do have 442 thumbs up, so I guess I can't.
Well, if you read comments while I make a bagel, what would you like on it?
Ooh, a bagel. That's an idea. That could calm me down. U.S. existing home sales rise as housing demand remains strong. Headline. Okay. Bank stocks on the rise after news of Powell's renomination to lead the Fed. Yeah, I've been talking about that this morning. And that helped the Dow move up this morning too.
Banks like bagel solidarity.
Though they like steady, they like consistency. They like chairman, just like watching paint dry. That's the kind of guy they want. They want that kind of. They want boring.
They want the pebble
really
slowly rolling down
boring.
The road.
The kind of guy that goes out on his deck to get a suntan and he comes in whiter than when he left. That's the kind of guy. The kind of chairman that has gray skin and it looks grayer every day. Those boring kind of people. They just blend into the background. That's what they want. They do not want a Kim Kardashian kind of.
No flash.
No Kim Kardashian kind of Fed chairman. None of that. No. Can I give you this too? I finally finished that. That took me forever. I talk too much. Okay, how about a grape jelly to start the week the old traditional happy way? And
pull this string.
Yeah.
Pop the gun.
I haven't even mentioned, and I'll mention it now because I've put it in the notice. I've typed it in on the top of the page here about the big announcement, the big news. I haven't even talked about the big news today, and that's the venue change for our meet and greet.
Yeah, I like this better.
We've been talking about this.
I'll go big.
Okay, thank you, babe. We've been talking about this now ever since we been trying to plot this meet and greet with you guys. We're doing a meet and greet in Ontario, California, December the 11th. It's the first ever time that Jennifer and I will be, meeting viewers on an organized event. And we have been grappling with this for months. I mean, while it went in Creston and then in Calgary, and then when we got here and we went when, how, what, where, why, and we decided that we would do it. We thought we would do it at the Regal, the theater, the movie theater at Ontario Mills Mall. And I contacted them and talked to them about the sizes of theaters available, and they wanted to know well, how many people are coming? Obviously. And you better tell us right away. And I'm going, I don't know. I don't know how many. I've never done a meet and greet before. I have no idea how many people are going to come in. I don't know if it's just going to be people driving from 20 minutes away, or are people going to drive for an hour away? I have no idea. Well, I'm finding out people are flying in, and they're driving hours to come in. And then there are others I thought for sure would come, and they're not coming. You never know with this thing. So what's happened now is we decided to change the venue to the same neighborhood, the Ontario Mills Mall area. It's the intersection of Highway 10 that goes from Santa Monica, California to Jacksonville, Highway 10, and Highway 15 that goes from San Diego all the way up north to, I think, Seattle. So Highway 10 to 15, or Highway 15, I think, goes to Great Falls, Montana, actually. Anyway, at that intersection of those two gigantic expressways is Ontario Mills Mall, right near the Ontario International Airport, suburb of the greater LA area. We're having it now at the OUTBACK Steakhouse. There's an OUTBACK Steakhouse across the street from Ontario Mills Mall. The difference is that instead of being on the northern side of Ontario Mills Mall, it's on the southern side of Ontario Mills Mall. And Ontario Mills Mall is surrounded by a circular drive called the Ontario Mills Parkway. Is that right? Something like that. You look it up on Google Maps, and it's boom right there. Well, there's the Outback right there. You can't miss it. Anyway, we're going to do the event at the OUTBACK Steakhouse. They're giving us their patio, and it's heated and it's sheltered, and we won't be interrupted by the restaurant. And we've changed the time. Instead of starting at 10 in the morning, we're going to start at 11:30 in the morning, and we're going to go till 2 in the afternoon. And we're going to provide beverages and snacks, and we're going to do all that. We'll do all that. It's going to be great. This allows me to mingle with you folks. Instead of you being up there in seats and me on a stage down here, it's a more intimate setting, and we can handle a number of people, but we are going to cut off ticket sales by the end of this week. We're gonna shut it down, and we're gonna lock in the number, and then that's it. So if you're interested in coming to our meet and greet, it's the same day, December 11th, Saturday, the OUTBACK Steakhouse at Ontario Mills Mall, just across the street, southern end, from 11:30 in the morning. That's when the restaurant opens up. 11:30 till 2. And we're going to provide coffee, soft drinks, tea, alcohol. That's your tab. And we're going to provide some of those appetizer snacks so that we can we can nibble. And if those of you are still hungry towards the end of it, you want to order a meal, and that's what I think Jen and I are going to do. We're going to hang out and have lunch. It's your tab for your own lunch bill, but whatever. We'd love to have you. You all get a goodie bag. We're still putting that together. And without going to the theater, it's going to cost Jen and I less to put this on, which means we can put more into the goodie bag and refreshments and whatever. Because I was also thinking about, geez, if you guys just want to get a soda to watch us at the theater, it's like $7. If you just want a bag of popcorn, it's like $10. And I thought, geez, it's ridiculous. So we're doing it at the OUTBACK. We'll provide the beverages. We'll provide the thing from the admission fee that we're charging. So that's, you don't have to bring extra for that. So I hope that's okay with you guys. I think it's going to be great. I free parking, the bathrooms, of course, the anything you want to order for yourself, they'll bring it to you. We'll have servers taking care of us. You gotta love this. I'm really thrilled. I talked to one of the managers of the OUTBACK. They couldn't have been more helpful, and they were so easygoing. Oh yeah, we do these all the time. We got these corporate things all week. Every week we have corporate events here all the time. We just put them on the patio, and they love it. They come back every quarter. They do another one of these things. You guys are going to have a blast out there. I thought, perfect. So anyway, the OUTBACK. All right, that's what we've changed up here on the top of the top of the comments up there, and then down below in the description you can see it. Anyway, there you go. So you want to come, make a donation for $49.99 to our PayPal account. And that will lock you in, and we'll add a goodie bag for you and snacks and hors d'oeuvres and whatever. So there you go. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Gamestop, 241.71, up 12.91. We'll watch that closely. 29.10 on Matterport, up $1.24. Rocket Lab, 16.07. $3, $4 away from the $20 mark. The right options on Rocket Lab, baby. Yeah, baby. Ooh, yeah. SoFi 1966. I'm not worried about that. You can still write options on SoFi. Don't worry about it's got to be over $20 or don't you dare write options. You can write options on if you want. I just kind of wait, let the stock go higher first before I do it. ME down 47 to 950. Spire down 13.5 to 496. ATIP down 1 penny. Smart Rent down 17. Cyxtera down 3. The Dow up 275. Apple up $5. Microsoft up $6. Tesla up $55. Real Tribune up $1. Goldman up $10 to $397.65. That is the market right now. That's where we are at. And again, thank you for joining us today and being here with us. We love having you. Okay, GameStop, new high of the day. All right, it's finally showing us. Show us something. Talk to me. Tell me what you want to do, GameStop. Are you really interested in going to a new high? Are you going to reach this 255 level we had a week ago, Wednesday? I'd really like to know. Volume is 1.6 million. This is not enough. I know it's up $16 a share. I know that. But this isn't enough volume. We need an explosion of volume to convince me we're on to something bigger. You cannot give me a 4 million share day today. Don't be thinking 4 or 5 million will make me satisfied. This isn't enough. I need to see proof that money is coming into this stock. Real money. Remember, when it ran back in the new year, we were doing 100 million a day of volume, 100 million shares a day. Then, 50 million a day was normal. 40, 50, 60 million every day. We've been down into the, less than a million a day to like 2.5, 3 million a day range now for a long time with the odd breakout. Last Wednesday, we had 10 million in one day, got to 255, and then it came right back down to 210. Now what? You got to show me something, man. You cannot tell me that this is enough. This is not enough. I need more, and I want to see announcements. I want news from this company. I want them talking. I'm not seeing anyone talking. I've got nothing. Anybody hear anything? You let me know. You see an announcement, you let me know. Somewhere I'm missing it if it's come out. I'm completely missing it. Press release, nothing. There's no press release here. I got zip. Let me know, people, if you got anything specific on GameStop that is truly, telling us there's something going on here. Because, again, we're up $15 right now. Yeah, okay. But we can be down $15 an hour from now. We could be down to $2.14 a share in an hour without even any issues. So be careful. $244.99, up 16 odd. Good. Okay, great. Thank you. Give me something. Give me something. Don't just give me movement. That's not enough. You're not gonna hold this. You're not gonna hold this. Okay, there it is. Anyway, hi Bruce. Tim is saying I sold 2 covered calls on Matterport, Jan 21. Strike $30. Unfortunately, only got $1.09 a share. Any suggestions? Roll over, sit tight, roll closer with a lower strike. I'd do nothing. I would do nothing right now. Yeah, $28.95 on the stock, up $1.09. You're out of the money. I do nothing. Yeah, no concerns here. Let's see. What do we got going? Holy moly. Let's see. Yes. What else is going on here? I wrote covered call on GameStop at $255 for this Friday, $14.60. Lovely. Lovely. It's $244. He's 11 out of the money for this Friday. I love it. I love that. Right. I think that's great. Even today, Mr. Seneca, just today, you could put a distinct bid on this thing right now at 805. If you got lucky enough on a dip to get hit there, take it and then sit back. And if it pops up again, write it again. It's up to you. Otherwise, just let it go for zero if that's your plan. Let's see what's going on. Okay. What else is happening? What's happening? Uncle Bruce, I have a bunch of ME calls for January. I bought way back. I was up. Now I'm down. So tired with the stock, though. What's your gut feeling on this one for my situation? Might sell at a loss, to be honest. ME 947. Again, this stock went from 750 to what, $12 in 3 weeks, 2 weeks on just a sustained bunch of buying. They did a takeover of a company. Smoothly went through it. Private $400 million acquisition. The company that they took over didn't want $400 million in cash. They only took $100 million in cash and took the rest in stock. And I believe that the $100 million, I honestly believe the $100 million they're getting will pay the tax on their sellout. I don't think they are a dime ahead money-wise. It's just going to pay their income tax. They wanted ME stock. They wanted to join Richard Branson and all the gang in here. Now, am I happy that ME is here at 940? No. But I'm realistic. We're going to get these profit-taking waves, and then we're going to get these surges. And I'm also expecting ME to announce more news of other takeovers. They are sitting on $700 million in cash, like a lot of money. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're in negotiations with 5 different companies right now. Do not be surprised if they come out every month or two with another takeover, another one, another one, another one, another one. These guys are on a tear. It doesn't look like it on the stock. I guarantee you that. I agree. Looking at the stock chart and how it's trading, you wouldn't know what's happening in the corporate offices. But I got to tell you, man, their phones are ringing off the hook over there. Their emails are going nuts. Their texts are crazy. The directors, I'm sure, are in touch with each other all the time. They're probably getting approached by bankers in Wall Street for all kinds of offers, deals, arrangements, proposals. They're drowning in offers. And they're taking their sweet time about it, which is what I expect them to do. This is a company that I like long-term, but unfortunately, options don't go long-term, sometimes not long enough. You might want to do some rollovers. You might want to sell some contracts and consolidate all your options and look at picking off some April contracts, maybe 10s, and just give it another 90 days, 120 days more. You need a run. You definitely need a run to pop you through the other side. This can give it to you. You've seen it. You know this stock can do this. You know how these stocks can go. These former SPACs can easily run up $4 or $5 in a couple of days. That's all you need. But I don't know what day you're going to get it. That's the thing. I had no idea it would go from the 750 to the 8 to the 9 to the 10. I had no idea some guy on CNBC would talk about it, that it was a senior fund manager, that he liked it. I had no idea this was going to happen on Amy, but it did. It can happen again, and it can go much higher the next time than it did the first time. So that might be your strategy, is to do a rollover or to consolidate your holdings. Gamestop, 243 up $15. Okay. I don't know about that deep value, but a lot of money's been moving around on that thing for sure. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. I'll put in a low bid to buy it back today. There you go. There you go. Stink bid. Yeah. Fenville, yay, don't sleep on SoFi, people. I just bought 10 contracts of SoFi. I bought calls at $17.50. Strike for January 2022 for $3.20. Break even $20.07. Let's go. That's right. There are trading opportunities on SoFi. It's 1948. Yeah. Flesh infection. I got some Januaries and Februaries on SoFi. Just get that bank charter, baby. I agree. Rocket Lab is slowly gaining. It's up 67 cents to 16.17. Yeah, Pennville, you're right. It's going higher, baby. It is on the move. Absolutely. $28.99 on Matterport. $29 even on Matterport. Mm, mm, mm. Wow, Spire under 5. Smart Rent under 10. I thought it was late to the party. Goldman Sachs on its way back. There we go. Bruce, I'm looking at writing a January 22 covered call on GameStop at 300 for 32 bucks. What do you think about that? I don't know what the expiry is. Oh, sorry, it's a January. Pardon me. I'm a little slow here. I don't mind this trade. Offering contracts for 300 for 32 big ones. Out of the money, 56 bucks for January. Remember, in our minds, we're going, oh, January is so long from now. No, it's not. This is a 60-day contract. It's November 22nd today. We're talking 2 months, 60 days with all those holidays in there. There's no trading on New Year's Day. There's no trading on Christmas Day. Remember, this $32, yeah, it's 50 cents a day depreciation on this contract if you want to write a $300 strike. Yeah. You might put in a stink offer. Look at it this way. If you can offer that contract, just bear with me here while I pop it up. January, 300. There we go. Yeah, the market's 28 to 30. So this would be a stink offer. I don't have a problem with that. Maybe 32.45, 32.90. If the stock wants to come up a little more and take you on, you can get that kind of premium for that kind of contract. Mm-hmm. Those of you who are a little more conservative, you can write 330s for January, 23 to 26. Put an offer in at $27.95, just under 28 bucks for a January 330 contract. You're $90 out of the money, 60 days. Come and get me. Come and take me out. I dare you. Come on. My January Rocket Lab $20 put has come 33% into profit. Pretty good so far for promising some poor sap to buy his Rocket Lab at $11.70. Beautiful job. You're just going to make money on that thing. That's a beautiful trade. Uncle Bruce, I bought Spire. I got a 250 strike. One put, one call. February 18th, 22 expiry. Cost us $2.80 for call and 10 cents for the put. Any thoughts? Well, to me, it's a one-way trade. It's just a call trade. You're just buying the call. Put, I wouldn't bother with it. But picking up the call contract for Feb. Yeah, look, it's a 250 contract. So the stock's at 486. The stock goes to $7. Not a nothing burger move to 7. You're way in the money on this thing plus premium. Oh, you're making good money on this. I like it. GameStop 241. We're up 12, but I don't know. Volume 1.8. Volume is slowing down on GameStop here. The second hour. I don't see this wave, this huge tsunami after tsunami. The money isn't coming in. I need more. We need more. Damn it, Jim, I'm with you right there. It's time, baby. Let's go. 241 on GameStop now. Rocket Lab, 1633. SoFi, 1942. Those SoFi 1750s are a pretty good buy. Cash secured puts on SoFi might be a good idea. Oh my. Uncle Bruce, I have a January $200 GameStop covered call. I rolled over from 185 when the stock spiked the last time. I was planning to wait, but I could roll over for more premium now. You could definitely look into that. That would be another good move. Yeah. Raise that strike price higher and higher and bring in more cash. Yeah, I'd be looking into that. All right. I sold a covered call in Matterport for $40 strike for $1.89, expiring Jan 22. Beautiful trade. Oh, way to go. That's easy money, man. I'll take that deal. $40. Can you imagine? 2 weeks ago, if we would have been talking about the thought that you're selling a $40 call option on Matterport 2 weeks ago, really? We're 21 a share. Really? Yeah, it's a reality. Welcome to the new world. Get ready, SoFi shareholders. Get ready, Rocket Lab shareholders. Get ready. When these go, they're going to go too. Yeah, baby. Thank you so much. I realized the put was after I bought. I'm trying to follow your guidance. Right on. It might or might not be, Samuel. It might or might not be. It depends on the option. Depends on the premium. You know, each stock is its own different, unique situation, isn't it? 1940 on SoFi down 97 cents. 1620 Rocket Lab up 70. GameStop 240.95 up 12.15. The high on GameStop 245.98. Volume 1.9 million coming into 1 hour 42 minutes. No. Strike that. 1 hour 12 minutes. Pardon me. Okay. I'll get it figured out. Okay, 241 on GameStop. Okay. Matterport, 2866, up 80. Spire, 485. ATIP, 356, down 12 cents. Smart Rent, down 19. Cyxtera, down 8. Dow backed off a bit, still up 240 though. Microsoft up 5, Apple up 4, Tesla up 53. Bed Bath & Beyond took a shot. It's up a buck. $1.10. 24.35 on BBY. I just mentioned it. It's a meme stock. I'm not endorsing it. I'm just mentioning it. Observing. Royal Caribbean only up 42 cents now. It's backing up. Goldman still up 8.38. Goldman got up to 3. No, that's not accurate. Goldman, I'm just waiting to see if it's going to update for me. My phone is not cooperating. It's at 395 right now, up 838. It was a lot closer to 400 here. Oh, so much fun today. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're having fun playing with your different stocks and watching all these different trades. I'm watching all kinds of stocks do all kinds of crazy, wild, crazy things today. Okay. And Rocket Lab 1607. It hit a high today of 1636, 1.5 million. Let's see how Rocket Lab does the rest of the day. 1940 on SoFi. The low of the day, 1920. 11.7 million today. So a little bit of trading there. GameStop, 239.94, up 11.15, but it's broken the 240 barrier now. We'll watch for that. 240.18 as I speak. Matterport 28.46, up 60, but it was as high as 29.80. So it's given up $1.35 from the high here, and it is heading lower. So those of you who were able to write contracts this morning, way to go. Anyway, there we are. Um, 23 killer elf. I need 4 more GameStop to reach 100. Been waiting on a dip below 180, wondering if I should just buy them now and immediately sell an option for more than shares cost. I'd be doing that. Yeah, I'd be doing that. My poor SoFi average went from a high 15s to high 18s because I've been trying to get to 500, and it's gone down ever since. Haha, I love this game. Can't wait till January until a TFSA contribution room increases again. I think I could get a February 220 for $4 a share net credit on April 240s for 8 credit. I got you what you mean. Yeah, I see what you're talking about rollovers. Keep an eye on this market, but yeah, look at that. And let's see. Let's go here. BFITS, if SoFi doesn't get their bank charter in the next month or two, what else is going to happen? I just have a feeling there'll be lots of catalysts coming up on this thing. There's going to be tons of them. A lot of analysts are probably going to continue to up their target prices on this thing. Spire kills me. Super Bowl at SoFi Stadium. Damage him. Uncle Bruce, Fidelity locked my account for selling a call for a profit. Said it was unusual activity. All good now, though. That's wild. Eric S., new member. How you doing there, buddy? Thanks for joining us on the channel. If you're a renewer, welcome back. If you're brand new, welcome in. Nice to have you here. $238.99 on GameStop. A little backing up just a little more now. So some of you trying to do buybacks on your GameStop, the shares are backing off, which means the options might come your way. You might get stink bids on your buys, which you then can look into rolling over at hopefully a higher level. Keep an eye on that. Rocket Lab up 50 cents at 16 even. We're backing up there. SoFi 1935, 1750 calls are a good idea into next spring, summer. GameStop now 238 up 990. Matterport 28.35 up only 49 now. 28.28 on Matterport backing up. ME down 60. Spire 487. ATIP 354. Deals bargoons all over the place today. Bargoons. All right. Welcome, Eric, says ILL. I want to buy more Spire, but I'm out of ammo right now. Eric says thanks. Jake, overcompensating to avoid any situation close to what Robinhood created for themselves, says I think Fidelity is doing that, says Jake, to damn it, Jim. Interesting commentary there. Yeah, tons O's funds. The Dow's up 233, S&P up 41, NASDAQ up 112, oil up 70 cents to 76.64. Okay. Yeah, that's the big news other than Powell being renominated for the Fed. And there you go. GameStop 238.33 up 9.53. GameStop backing up a bit here from its high of the day, which was 246 even. Now 238.57 on GameStop. So a bit of a pullback here. Watch to see how this is going to perform. And let's see. And lots of activity on the obviously on the contracts that expire this Friday. Obviously, only 3.5 days of trading this week, of course. Alrighty. Thank you, one and all. We have got 500 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. Hitting 500s. That is beautiful. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you for being here for this and coming on board. Beautiful. Appreciate it so much that you're here with us. This is beautiful, guys. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's go. Just going through all my email commentary and all the activity here in the market. Thank you, everybody. Checking out our different pages here as we're going through everything first thing in the morning. Nice to have you here today. 522 thumbs ups. Wow, another 22. You guys are awesome. Thank you. That is good stuff. Let's see here. Alrighty, we had 500 thumbs ups. Thank you, Splayer TV, for mentioning that too. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, thoughts on writing Cisco calls? Better to wait out this run. Let it kind of come back up a bit more. It looks to be recovering from that ridiculous dip last week that was fueled by just stupid analysts. Cisco $54.99. We're almost at $55 here, up $1.74. This has been a stunning recovery. We were as high, we were in 56, 57 territory. We're now back to 55 after crapping out down to as low as 51.42. I really feel sorry for the people who sold at 51 and 52 and 53. They just got hosed by these analysts who just would not take into account that supply chain issues are not a fault of Cisco. This is not Cisco's doing. They're not in charge of container ship problems at Los Angeles ports and all. These analysts are just ridiculous. They're just missing the point here. The company is doing incredibly well in a rough environment, and it's amazing how much money they're generating. And now investors are recognizing it by scooping up this cheap paper just minute after minute, hour after hour. They're just buying it back up. Hey, Uncle Bruce, Eric says, I've been watching since January. I've been holding GameStop since January also. I got lucky and I sold a GameStop covered call for $950 strike with a $50 premium. Yeah, that's $1,000 a share. They could take you out for $1,000. Way to go, Eric. Let's see what happens, man. My portfolio is going radioactive. ME is one wild stallion, says Austin. Back to bag holding for me. Why the hey did I get up when it almost hit 13? Matterport going red today. Matterport is right now at 27.93, up 7 cents. GameStop 239. SoFi down $1.10. Rocket Lab back to 16.05. ME 928 and the Spire at 482. ATIP 353. I'm taking advantage of the GameStop dip. 10 times 260 call for this week for a $10 premium, a 10,000 gamble on the quarterly rollover option. Let's go GameStop. Wow, wrong way. Matterport, turn back around. BW, Uncle Bruce, we're all waiting on something positive movement-wise on Spire, closing their acquisition this week, but short week too. Is this gonna do bleed out on the floor until after U.S. Turkey Day? Yeah, I don't know, BW. I know that this week they're trying to get their job done. In Canada, they're not closed for Thanksgiving. It's a regular 5-day week in Canada. The company is Canadian that they're acquiring, and so banking will go through up there. I'm guessing it'll go through. It'll get done. But the stock's at 484 at the moment, and that's a bargain of bargains as far as I'm concerned. What can I say? What a bloody mess, says Coyote. Spire earnings was bad. How about that Apple? Wow, my GameStop 260 calls are already up 5%. Well, way to go, Fanville. GameStop right now, $239.99, up 11.19. SoFi 19.21. Rocket Lab 15.95. Matterport 27.92, up only 6 cents. I'm buying SoFi. I will continue buying SoFi if they want to keep it under $20. Cheddar Stacks, you're on the right track there. Yeah, look, a SoFi 1750 calls, $20 calls into next year. If you can get them super cheap, grab them. Absolutely. If you want to go long on them, it's up to you. Heard that Stacks, Cheddar. I will buy the dip all the way down whenever they want to do. I'm here. Matterport, 2784. They were a great write this morning. 30s, 35s, and 40s were a good option to write this morning. Hopefully, some of you were able to write some and soon be able to scoop some back. We're down a dime on Matterport, 2776. Let's see. I'm with Cheddar, says Mantats. Also picking up Rocket Lab. I picked up a ton of Spire. Going to be patient on that one. That's all you got to be. That's all you got to do. Just sit tight with your positions and wait them out. GameStop 239.55 up 10.75. SoFi 19.22. Rocket Lab 15.98. Matterport down 7. ME down 75 cents 9.22. If you can get $9 calls, $8 calls, 750s, if you can afford those, pick them up into next year. I think you can do very well on ME. Spire, boy, 250 calls, definitely. Just buy the stock at 483.9, down 26 cents. What a giveaway bargain that is. ATIP 353 a share. Bargain City here, company that's buying up other clinics. They're just expanding one a week. They're only getting bigger. They're only going to get more profitable. What can I say? Smart Rent down 12, Sixtera down 6. Just one of those days. That's all there is to it. It's just one of those days. The big stocks are doing well. The smaller stocks, not quite so much across the board. That's the dealio here, folks. That's the dealio. Microsoft up 489, Apple up 457, Tesla up 59.94. Yeah, interesting day. For sure. Royal Caribbean has gone negative. 80.16 down 32 cents. I just turned around. The high of the day for Royal Caribbean, 81.82. So it's given up $70, $60 now from the high of the day for Royal Caribbean. This last month, the stock hit a high of, I think it was at $98 or something like that. Now $80. Yep, it's going lower. I thought this thing was going to go up, Spire, right after the Exact Earth. Me too, but I don't think the Exact Earth thing is done yet. I think it's being done, but I don't think it's done. Anyway, bought 200 Spire to my mother. Right on, Robert. Got it. Oh, man. What else is going on here? Cisco 54.98 up 174. Disney 153 not recovering yet. Yep, that's the dealio, folks. We got a gain on Intel 50.38, a gain on Micron. They're up 3.56 today. Yeah, Intel up 86 cents. Back to the top of our page here, 15.96 on Rocket Lab, 19.22 SoFi, 2.39 on GameStop, 2.39.10 up 10.29 on GameStop. The volume on GameStop now. Hour and a half into the day, 2 million. We got 2 million done for the first hour and a half, and we'll see how this lasts. This volume has got to improve. Has got to improve to keep this going. 239.16 up 10.35 on GameStop. All righty. There's where we're at, guys. The Dow up 252. Hanging on now to the 250 level. S&P up 38 and NASDAQ up 79. Oil up $1. Okay. Busy Thanksgiving travel sparks U.S. COVID spread worries as Europe's crisis worsens. Riots in certain cities in Europe. I don't think it's COVID only. I don't really think so. I think I think there are people in Europe going out into the streets to riot, to let out frustration on all kinds of stuff, not the fact that you got to get vaccinated. I don't think that's it. Yeah, there's anti-vaxxers, and they're going to put up the big whatever, but I think they're being joined by a whole bunch of opportunists who are joining for the party. Light up some garbage cans and try to get on the camera. Excuse me. maybe promote their little their little social media channel or whatever they're running over there. I don't know. Just my guess. That's what I'm saying. Let's see what else is going on. Bruce, I wrote $160 Apple call against my long June 122 that I had to roll last week. I had to roll out of March for 170 to just break even. How much do I need the stock to go down because of time? Well, excuse me here. I'm trying not to breathe properly. Let's see. Let me go to Apple, take a peek at it right here if I can get my iPad to cooperate here. There we go. And Apple shares, or here we are, 164.76 or 164.80 on the stock, right? So I wrote at 160 Apple call against my long June 22, 122 I had to roll last week. I had to roll out into March for 170. So March contracts. Okay, so March 170s. Let's go. Okay, so there we are. Go over to March if we can. There we go. There we go. March. Okay, March. Okay, why am I not getting any help here? Sorry, folks. My iPad just shut down. It just went black. So I'm going to go over here on my on my computer. Excuse me. Got a tickle here. Apple. Here we go. Let's see if we can get into the options market through here, and if it's any better, I don't know yet. I'm not sure if this is gonna work out. Yeah, this is not working properly at all. I have to go elsewhere for an option stream on Apple. So here we go. Option chain. Let's take a look at some option chains if we can. I'll try to go to NASDAQ and see if it's any better here. Okay, so we're looking at March 2022. And we'll look at okay, let's just see if this is working here. Okay, 170s. All right, here we go. So the March 170s, according to my NASDAQ time frame, which, again, I might be delayed 15 minutes on this. Pardon me. Looks like the stock is 164.69, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 164. So the contract for 170, 810 to 820, lasted 810. So that's all premium. That is all premium, time value only, no book value whatsoever. Okay. I'm just sit tight and don't do a thing. Don't twitch. Don't do anything. Let this market come up at you higher. Let it keep coming. Dare Apple to gain again, because Apple now in the last, let's take a look. The last few weeks, we were at 147 a share, November 10th. 12 days ago, 147. We're now 165, 164 something, or 165. You've got 170 contracts. This is such a stretch that Apple would actually reach 170. It's trading at 29 times earnings, and that number, PE multiple, is riding higher as the stock keeps going higher. Right now, I wouldn't twitch on it. I wouldn't make a move on it. And how much do I need the stock to go down because of time? So, if the shares top out here at 164 to 167, this next $3 range, let's just guess. I mean, the high today is 165.70. When they go up to 168, I wouldn't even worry about it. When they went to 170, I wouldn't worry about it. Honestly, I would not worry about it. Now, I don't know if you wrote them for $8. I don't know if you did that, but nonetheless. These shares, these contracts will depreciate, yes, but they are into March now. So we're looking at December, January, February, March. We're talking 4 months, 120 days of total time, and $8 is where we're at right now. So $2 a month is sort of the estimated shrinkage $2 a month of time will shrink away until the very end if the shares stay under 170. Now, if they move right to 169.99 later this week or next week, they could go to 950. Sure. But then the shrinkage is 225 a month. That's the only difference. But as each week does go by, and the stock does not break through 170 in any significant way, or if it backs off to the 162, 161 level just in the next few days or this afternoon, we've got a situation here where the stock contract could go from that 8 level quickly to 7, quickly to 650, quickly. Now, 2 weeks from now, the stock's at 160 a share, just $4 lower than this. This contract could well be in the 550 range, 575. A month from now, definitely, barely 5, if that, and if the stock backs up to 157, which is still a great run, that would put this contract at 350 awful fast. So it's going to become a zero contract. I mean, absolutely worthless. What you can do, of course, is keep an eye on this market. If the stock backs off in the next couple of weeks as it tops out, and it will. I mean, I'm not saying this is the top. I'm not saying that I'm not predicting a top, but sooner or later. But if this is the range, this is the neighborhood that it might top out at, kind of, sort of, maybe, then you could take a look at buying this call back and rolling into a shorter time call, a lower strike call to maintain that high premium. So you can buy these back for $6 and write an $8 contract that is shorter in time and closer to the money. It drops again. You do another rollback, a rollover rollback. You can do that, if available. So this is not a race. There's no rush here. Take your time. Your 122 is up. I bet you. Your call, the 122 is worth more money now. If you, in theory, buy this March back and write an April or a May contract for a higher premium, if you have to, you have to. You'll do that because the June is worth even more money. I mean, all the money you're making on the June, you're just rolling over on this one in front of it. But okay, hey, let the stock go to 170. Wants to go to 175? Fine. Let it go to 180. Wants to go to 180? Let it go to 180. If you're going to write 180s and 182s, 184s, and you got to write out to June or July, I wouldn't worry about it. Not at all. All right. Anyway, there you go. Don't be mad about SoFi. Buy more. Damn, those SoFi 71.50 for February's are looking tasty. I'm not sure what this means. And if you like the stock, says Cheddar. Okay. We like the stock. Let's go. 1750, says Mr. Seneca. Not 7150, 1750. Don't choke, Bruce. Bruce, breathe. Bring water, Bruce. I wrote a put at 20 on SoFi. I think it would have support for $1. Guess I'll be getting more here soon when it's exercised. There you go. I picked up a 2050 on SoFi for April on a stink bid. I have no idea what this is. What's going on here? So, I see. Oh, okay. So, SoFi. I thought you were thinking Spire. My brain is thinking Spire for whatever reason. SoFi, yes. I had 1904 on SoFi now. 238 on GameStop, up 991. Matterport down 35 cents, 27.51. I nabbed some 1750 SoFi covered calls for 365. Let's see what else is going on here. I can help you fix your iPad. Now, grab your TV remote. SoFi just hit the 18s. Oh my. SoFi, I might get 100 shares for 1850. It keeps going in that direction. Woohoo. Let's see here. SoFi fire sale. Be greedy when others are fearful. Yo. SoFi, what's going on? It's on sale today. I didn't see much support in 19, but I hate calling that stuff out sometimes because it's not always clear. GameStop just hired Apple's senior director of Apple Care for their refurbished warranty programs worldwide. Just adds to the insane amount of high-level execs they hire from top companies. Fair enough. Stink bids on SoFi. I got SoFi cash secured put strike 1850 today, expiry Friday. Oh, yeah. Let's see, Bruce. How in the world were option chains produced before computers? Yeah. Let's see. We used to look in the newspaper. We used to look in the paper. We used to see the contracts written in the paper on the little columns, like these classifieds, and you would see the contracts, and all the prices would be there for like the the 4 or 5 contracts closest to the market. So we would see like the contract in the middle would be at the market, and then 2 or 3 above the market and 2 or 3 below. So we'd see an option chain, 5 or 6 or 7 quotes just around. That used to be the way we'd see it first thing in the morning. Yeah. Oh, those are days. Let's go. SoFi dropping to 18 range. Buying summer 22 calls now seems due for all the meme stock trends moving out of the small caps. Gamestop today. SoFi will have premiums soon enough. Let's go. I would never imagine SoFi going back to sub 19 given all the great news. Warrant redemption has until December 6th. So now I'm wondering if this could be sub 16 again. The insanity continues. There's no resistance on SoFi. There's no resistance. I got 10 covered calls for SoFi. Feb 22 strike 345, 17 and a halves. Loving this sale. The discount. There you go. So it's 1902, the low of the day. 1877, 1896 right now. GameStop 239.06 up $10. Matterport 27.62 down 24 cents. ME 916 down 81. Spire down 20 cents to 489. Low of the day 480. ATIP down 20 cents to 349. 347 and a half. Low trade of the day. Deals, and deals. What can we say? There are bargoons out there. GameStop 240 again. Let's see. Why the face SoFi? I might pick up another 100 of these. I was able to get 100 at 19. This bargoon sale of SoFi today will make a lot of us happy here real soon. I guess I'm going to get more SoFi. Yes, Shedder, absolutely not. Many of us are long-term calls that are expiring in December. Don't want to see 15. Low prices are an opportunity for many, but devastating for others. What can we say? It is what it is. Let's go. That's right. Options weren't weeklies. They were monthlies or quarterlies way back when. I understand lighten up. Me personally sold all my SoFi calls at 2250 range and have made money on the way down via puts. Still hold all my shares sub 16. Let's see. Yeah, baby, just sold 2 $20 puts March, and got a juicy 375 premium. Nice bargoon city. So you're writing $20 puts and getting paid 375. So you're committing to buy the stock for 1625 until March. There we go. Right on. Bruce, is this crazy on SoFi? Would you look at shares or call options? I'm looking at 1750s for April. I'd look at April 1750s. I would. Yeah, I would take a look at those. Let's see. Coronavirus update. U.S. threats over Thanksgiving impact as Europe cases surge. Crude oil futures are lower on the latest COVID concerns and strategic reserve prospects. But yet I'm showing it up 75 cents at the moment. Sell My House says, I sold 4 SoFi calls for 22 and a half expiring this Friday. I wrote them last Friday for a quarter, bought them back just now, 6 cents, a quick $70 or so. There you go. Thank you. Easy money. How much lower do you think SoFi could go today? It's too early to buy more. Who knows? 1898 right here. Let's see. What else? A bunch of comments. Folks are wondering what's going on. 1582 on Rocket Lab. We were over 16 today for a high of 1636. We're back to 1582. SoFi 1893. Low of the day 1877. GameStop 240.96 up 12.16. Matterport down 19 cents. 27.61 now down 25. ME 928 down 69 cents. Spire 487 down 23 cents. ATIP 350 down 19 cents. Smart Rent down a nickel. Cyxtera down 9. IBM 117.60 up $1.55. Dow Jones up 267. Microsoft only up 250. Apple up 374 now to $29. Tesla up $55. Bed Bath Beyond up $89. BlackBerry down $25. Royal Caribbean down 22 cents. Goldman up $8.57 a share. The low was $3.90. The high $3.97. Now $3.95.96. Right near the high today on Goldman. Amazon down 68. Facebook down $1. Google down 42. Let's see. Cisco $54.99 up 174, coming right back here to 55 a share again. The Dow up 269, S&P up 33, Nasdaq up 35 points, and oil at 76.76, up 82 cents. Okay. Alrighty, let's keep on reading comments. Where are we at now? They're going by here very much quickly. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, last month, I got a question. Last month, I bought a call on Gamestop, 180 strike, with the expiry December 17th. Now, currently, I'm up 160% on this thing. I was looking into the possibility of doing an exercise and sell to cover strategy. Do you have any insight? I would just sell the call for the cash and buy the stock if you like the stock. And if you can get 100 together, write contracts on them. Otherwise, if you're a fan of the stock, I mean, you're 180, right? So you got a 180 strike. It's 60 in the money. It's got to be 65 on the open market now, 70. I don't know how many you got. You got one, so we're $7,000. So nicely done. I would not exercise the contract. I would not. No, that's what I wouldn't do. All right, moving on. Anytime SoFi is under 20, people should buy this. Institutional investors are in at these prices. If the price is good enough for Vanguard, it should be good enough with you. They won't sell ever, neither should you. The rumor is that there's high short interest on SoFi. I should have gotten out of my ME call when I could, says Carter Cole. Erico, learning from past mistakes, still don't hit 100% when you never hit the true top or bottom. Just sell your call for a profit. Why bother with exercise? I agree. Socius, oops, I fell asleep after work today. Missed a lot of action today. Hope your all fellow simpletons are making money today. Jen, give Uncle Bruce this 2 cups of water, tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 2 slices of ginger, 1/2 tablespoon of turmeric, add raw honey to taste and brew it like tea. Serve hot, good for sore throat, stomach aches, etc. There we go. Connor, it's about another 100 SoFi. Devil King, what do you think of the eToro SPAC? No idea. Let's go. The credits average got 10. 22.5 SoFi calls for February at $1.70. Bargoon. Just a normal day, says Bill. Bargoon, says Connor. Why the face? Just woke up. Can someone stop the bleeding? What bleeding? It's all opportunity. There's nothing but opportunities here. 15.75 on Rocket Lab, up a quarter. 19.07 on SoFi, down $1.30. GameStop 240, up 11. Matterport 27.42, down 44. ME down 77. Spire down 22. ATIP down 19. Opportunity knocks everywhere. All right, I just bought 100 shares of Spire for $4.87. Will that do? Cheddar Stacks, there we go. Lighten up. I bought these calls for $2.98, and they were up well over 800. It wasn't a risk to me to sell it all. I bought puts immediately to protect my shares. I also watch things all day, every day. Way to go, Cheddar Stacks. Way to go. It's not funny, Auntie. That's not funny. Okay. I was looking into it on Fidelity, says Martin. And saw it was an option. Wasn't sure why I wouldn't just sell and buy the shares outright. Want to see Uncle Bruce had any insight on it. 11. I am not recommending Spire by any means. I have no opinion. I'm just hoping I got into the basement. It's all good, folks. It's all good. We all hope we get the best deals. Time will hopefully give you the reward you want. That's what we're looking for. SoFi, $19. Low, $18.77. 19.01 on SoFi. 240.92 on GameStop, up $12. Volume on GameStop now, 12 minutes away from the 2-hour mark, 2.18 million. This thing's drying right up. The volume is stopping on GameStop, like really slowing down. Because we did this 1.6 million, a while ago, and it's been really quiet. 240 nonetheless. It's 240 a share. Not arguing that. No, okay. Matterport, 27.40 down 46 cents. Okay. All right. The Dow up 275. Little better. Oil still up 80 cents. Okay. Thanks, Uncle B. Thank you, Martin. Let's see. Gayoti NDPC. I picked up more at 481. This dip is mind blowing. Let's see. Let's go here. Cheddar Stacks. I got 2 SoFi cash secured puts with an 1850 strike, expiry Friday, premium 36 cents. Interesting. Okay, I'm seriously thinking of selling my Spire stocks. Take the loss. Screw this. Really scared it'll do an ATIP. What are you worried about? ATIP? So what? You worried about it's going to 350? I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think you want to sell at the low. If you're scared right now, maybe you shouldn't be in the market at all. Like, you really got to have, you got to just sit there and sometimes turn off the computer and just leave it alone. Just watch some soap operas. You'll be all right. Just sit and wait. Just sit and wait. It's Thanksgiving week. Nothing is going to happen this week. Nothing. Just so you know. Anyway, I'm just trying to say. Just saying. Okay. Boy. Everybody's kicking themselves because they missed the high trades. Well, welcome to the market, kids. You're going to miss the high trade. You're going to miss the low trade. You're going to sell. You're going to buy at all-time highs, and you're going to sell at all-time lows. There are those of you out there. There are mistakes waiting for all of you to take advantage of. The mistakes are all there. Anyone looking to sell Spire right now, ready to make a mistake. Anyone wants to sell ATIP right now, you're the perfect patsy to make the mistake because someone wants to buy your cheap stock and sit on it and wait it out. They're going to make the money. That's the name of this game. $239 on GameStop. We're not going to $999 a share today. I don't know if anyone's noticed this. I don't know if you got the memo. But we're not going up $720 a share today on GameStop. We're at $239. That's it. We were $255 last Wednesday. We haven't even done that. Hello? Yeah, we're down 50 on Matterport, 27.36. Anybody write 35s and 40s today? Did anybody write 30s today? You're looking pretty smart right now. You're looking pretty sharp. SoFi, $18.99. Rocket Lab, $15.82. Okay. Okay. Do you recommend short put sales now on SoFi? No, I would recommend you get puts with lots of premium on them. I would be selling, writing cash secured puts on SoFi with a nice premium on them. That's only ones I'd interested in doing at this point if I'm going to write contracts on puts. Let's see. Nothing will happen this week. Let's see. I just put $2,000 into SoFi. Let's see. I need GameStop to go up. I just ordered 3 Lambos. If Bruce buys Spire with all the membership fees and donations, we would be up $7 already. Think about that, huh? Whose side are you on there, Brucey? How dare you use money for food? How dare you buy yourself cola? I mean, what's with you, man? I thought you were one of us. I thought you were with us, man. 239.73 on GameStop, up 10.93 a share at the moment. Let's continue. SoFi for a quick cover call turnaround. I start tomorrow probably to work part-time for 7 months, and I can hold easily. Hope the bank chart will release in January. That would be juicy, says Blair. SoFi and Spire sucking air. Times like these make me happy. I have big brass ones, not scared. It's only a loss if you sell. There you go. Just picked up another Spire 7.5 for Feb. Okay. Is it a down day for the markets or just for SPACs? Well, there's up and down stocks all the time. Today we got some down, we got some ups. I mean, we're up on Rocket Lab. We're up on GameStop. AMC is up. Bannock is up. Home Depot is up. And IBM is up $2, $217. What the hey? Dow just up 300 now. SoFi, Microsoft up 2. Apple up 4. Tesla up 49. Nice. Royal Caribbean back to gaining 19 cents. Goldman up 10.16. Oh, we got stocks going up here. Depends what you have, I guess. Shares or options. Bruce is eating what a shill. What a guy. I mean, if I sold Spire stocks, I would buy more SoFi instead. Not get out of the market, Bruce. Yeah, I would not be giving up the Spire stock at all. Not. No. My conversation with the wife the day after SoFi earnings. Babe, we're worth 25 grand more today. Great. Can we lose it though? Not a chance, babe. SoFi's going higher. How many options did you write after that? Did you cash in on those? Time to get on SoFi, baby. Remember, SoFi earnings were great. The dip was because Chamath and the SPAC insiders sold 15% of their stock. We'll get back Charter real soon. Stay the course. Spend money on food. Buy calls on TP. Buy SoFi $20 calls expiring in February. Yeah, could do. 1750s, 20. Laugh a lot. We're out here sweating bullets. People here are eating ramen. One guy sold his apartment and is homeless just to get a few more shares of ATIP. We moved you to California. Yep, and you're going to move me elsewhere, and you let me drive a Tesla, and you gave me everything, and I thank you for it, because I didn't do a damn thing for it. I just sit here and talk all day and reap the rewards of all of your generosity for nothing. I don't have to do anything to do this. This is fantastic. Got to put my feet up all day long and relax and just don't have to tell you to do anything or anything. This is great. This is easy. Yeah, sure it is. Yeah, there you go. $18.90 on SoFi. Maybe $17.50 calls. Maybe $15 calls. Oh, yes. Uncle Bruce looked at Spire balance sheet. If you have over $200 million in cash, but the same as short-term debt, would you ever retract a stock pick? Nope. Spire can go either on SoFi, but I'd go write calls. Let's see. One of us. How long to write a put on SoFi 21s expiring Friday are getting 208? What? How long to write a put? Did you write a put? Are you thinking of writing a put to get 208? Can't understand that. Let's go. I have 8 SoFi calls for January, 22 and a half. Let's see. I think I'll go with the stock. There you go. Let's see. Oh boy, I just sold 5 $19 strike puts on SoFi for December 31st, 2021 for 153 bid ask, 146, 157. So you sold 5 puts, 19s. Right on. So you're on the hook to buy them for 1747. Right on. Yeah, okay. Matterport announced a successful completion of SOC 2 Type 2 audit. What mean? What? I don't know. That's a good thing, but I don't know what it means. Matterport now down only 8 cents. Matterport is turning around quickly. It was as low as 27.18 not too long ago. Now down only 8 cents. I just read Tesla is dead last in reliability testing. Okay. And the Spire price is just ridiculous. They are soon priced to what they have in their bank account in cash. Fenville, you think repositioning from Rocket Lab to SoFi is a good play or not? Wrote $22 strike cash secured puts on SoFi last week. I meant 18.5, says Adam. Adam meant 18.5 on his puts. He wrote $18.5 puts. Okay. Uncle Bruce, I remember when fools were calling you a shill and a fake because SoFi was at 13 and Matterport was at 15. It was not moving much and you yelled bargoon and then they went to the 20s. Today reminds me of them. Yeah. Uncle Bruce, it's a good time to buy a hedge position against my 11,000 SoFi shares. Is it a good time to buy a hedge position against your SoFi? Oh, well, I don't know about that. You just sit and wait it out. 1885 is where the stock's at. I mean, it's just it's gonna do what it's gonna do. You can write 2250s expiring this Friday if you want. You're not getting any money for them. tell you that. 237 GameStop, by the way, we're dropping. We're up $8 on GameStop. We're backing off. Matterport just dropped again. We're down 42 cents. We got up, and now we backed off again. We're at 27.51 on Matterport. Rocket Lab 15.72, up 22 cents. Okay, I'm up 6 cents on my calls that I sold on SoFi. I did last Friday, expired December 10. What are your thoughts on Tesla stock? I took advantage on the dip last week and bought a September 22 1,075 strike for 225 premium. I don't have an opinion on Tesla stock. I'm driving a Tesla vehicle that I'm renting, and I'm enjoying it very much. But I'm not following the stock to give you an opinion on it. You're on your own there, buddy. But there's a lot of people talking about it. What can I say? Stink bits. Uncle Bruce, would you write SoFi puts that expire Friday? $21 strike, price now $216. If you're not getting premium, no. That's not a premium. I want a premium, and so I'm not writing for this Friday. I would write a month or two out for a premium, and I would be writing maybe lower prices. I'd be writing 19s. I'd be looking at in the monies. Or out of the money. So pardon me, out of the money. Okay. Is this a good time to purchase a Matterport $30 call? Maybe something out in February or March. You're thinking going long on Matterport with a call? Don't know if that's a good idea. I think writing them is a great idea, and then buying them back for a lot less money. So just case in point, I have 30 contracts of Rocket Lab December 17 at $15 strike and 10 SoFi Jan 22s. So short-term Rocket Lab for me, says Fendenville. There you go. Let's see. Man, if only 2 weeks ago somebody said the bleeding is coming. Mr. G says a SOC2 Type 2 report is an internal controls report capturing how a company safeguards customer data and how well those controls are operating. That's what that means. All right, hardly going to move the stock, I don't think. Let's see. Those reports are issued by independent third-party auditors covering the principles of security, account availability, confidentiality, and privacy. Okay. Bought some more SoFi calls to balance out the bleeding on the way back. Ha ha. There you go. Laugh out loud, says Fred again. Rock and roll. SoFi 1894, down 144. Rocket Lab 1572, up 22. GameStop 236, up 792. High of the day on GameStop 245.98. That was the high of the day, just under 246 today. Now 236. So we're giving up some ground on the GameStop right now. Volume GameStop 2.28 million. 2 hours in, we're slowing up on volume, and the price is backing off a bit here. Okay, 237 on the GameStop. Come on, Matterport, drop. I want to buy more. I want to buy my January 22 $25 callback on a stink offer, a stink bit. You want to get them back? Okay, thanks, Uncle B. In the Reverend Johnson's voice from Blazing Saddle Sun, you're on your own. Look at Bruce. I'm in a long-term position hedge. I have 11,000 shares long and 100 calls for SoFi, 422, and I want to protect myself. What do you think? I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't do a thing. I would just sit here, and if you want to write a SoFi call against your stock for a little bit of income, and you can get something that expires very quickly, maybe that might be considerable. That might be considered. 1898 is the price of the stock. Let me take a look there. Let me look. I get my thing to work here. Here we go. My iPad is just so finicky today. So okay, a $20 call that expires Friday right now, 25.26 cents. You can bring in that kind of money on it. 1950 you could write, but that's, this stock can run up $1 at a moment's notice. I mean, it just can do it. If you want to write a call that's out a little bit, you could look at December calls. But again, you're running the risk of the bank charter news. But December 17th, 2250s will bring you 50 cents. I mean, out of the money. December 23rd, 2250s, 66 cents, 22.75, 2150s, 86, 21s, 98 cents. Look, if you can bring in 50 cents premium, take it, I guess. But this might not work for you. This might be too, and I get it. It's too risky. You have a lot of stock. Not that you want to write an option on every single share you have, but you may want to write 20 calls at this level, 20 calls at this level, 20 calls at this level. Every week going out, different strike prices, bringing in some cash, watching depreciation, picking them back off, out of the money. Maybe that's the way to go, are you? How's everyone? Hello. Connor, I take that, get my $35 covered calls back that I wrote this morning. Let's see. Do we have news on why SoFi is dropping today? Not really. Stink bid 280 are in for SoFi. Jan 22 call option on a 17.5 strike. It's 295 asking now. Right on. And Larkin, the thinking is that it's dropping on the news that SoFi would issue more stock. Plus, Cham, the big insider, announced he would sell 15%. I think he's already done it. Great time to buy in. 100 shares of SoFi, 1888. Phils, thank you, Bagel Family. There you go. Stink bid buy. 1892 right now, 1888 buy. That's a great move. 1877 for the low. Woohoo! I did the 22nd of January at 111. Just hit about 30 minutes ago. Nice going for SoFi, says Bobby. I want a rock, says Nelson. I bought SoFi, $20 calls for April 14, 22 for 321. There you are. ME is pooping. It's not popping. It's pooping. 921 down 76 cents. 237 on GameStop now. Up 838 right now on GameStop. So there's all kinds of ideas out here as to what to think about doing. I don't know. We'll see. 237, 236.88 on GameStop now. Up 808. Still up 808. All right. Do I buy puts for April to protect against losses? Do I buy puts? Trying to understand the lesson number 3 when marrying a call with a put. I wouldn't. I'm not convinced of a down dip here. I'm just not convinced of a serious drop off in the price of SoFi. I'm just not. I don't think the stock's going to last very long at these prices. I just don't think so. But hey, everybody's thoughts are their own thoughts, and if you want to do that, more power to you. If you can bring in my opinion, if you can bring in 25 cents a week in premium money on your 11,000 shares of stock, that's a nice little compensation for that's like $1 a month, bringing money in, 11,000 a month, bringing 11 grand a month, just writing some short-term calls and taking the money. That's what I'd be doing. And I would I'd write 20 at this level, 20 at this level. Like I have 20 contracts each week at different prices and let them, depreciate out of the money contracts, let them depreciate out and scoop them back and then write 20 more for 4 weeks out or however you're doing it. Bringing in money, just saying. Anyway, that's the way it is. Let's see. SoFi fundamentals haven't changed. Anyone who invests in SoFi solely because Chalamoth hadn't trimmed any of his holdings is a moron. Same conclusion. Anyone surprised by the warrant redemptions? Look, I'm rubbing my hands. I'm waiting to write my first SoFi covered call. It's been exciting watching all you play the covered call game. You guys rock. I'm ready to join this party, pal. I'm ready to go. Thank you, Uncle B. You betcha, buddy. You got it. No problem. No problem at all. Can't take the call. Sorry, I'm on the air right now. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I guess, Bruce, I think people are narrowing in on SoFi dropped too much. The whole fintech sector is down today. AFRM, PYPL, they're all down today. So Some more than others. SoFi rising tide brings all ships. We're reversing that. There you go. Uncle Bruce and Jen Rock. Thank you, Nelson. Nelson, it gets addicting writing calls. It's legitimate fun. Cannot believe SoFi's below 19 again. COT, damn it, people. Don't be like idiots and sell stock and try not to sell covered calls at 20 and 22.50 for pennies. You'll be buying back for a big loss. Uncle Bruce is literally telling you to buy on red days. There you go. Uncle Bruce just got a margin call there. I deleted that call. I'm not taking that margin call. 237 on GameStop, up $9. There you go. Yeah, man, that's the dealio here. Rocket Lab up 27 to 1577. SoFi down 153 to 1884. Bargoon. GameStop 237.83 up 9. Matterport down $1.36 to 26.50. Did anyone write 30 or 35 or $40 call options this morning on Matterport? Some of you might be in a position to scoop up your Matterport's contracts. Some of you might be in a position. Some of you who wrote $25 calls and have been wondering about, can I get my calls back without too much of a loss here? Maybe I'll do a rollover once the stock goes up again. Watch this stock, 26.41 down 145. Quick drop on Matterport, 26.60 right now. I don't know if it's a sellout of a margin call. I don't know. There's an opportunity here. There might be some stink bids getting hit right here. Common Matterport go down. I want to buy my calls cheap. Just sold a December 17 Matterport covered strike 30 for 185. Did I do it right? You did it right. Get ready to buy it back at 50 cents. Who knows? 60 maybe. 30 Matterport. So wrote on Friday. Ed, you might be buying them back here at any moment. 26.41. I don't know if this is a quick dip on Matterport. I do not know. Is this just a quick dip and it'll pop back up? I don't know. I'm thinking about writing SoFi 1750 puts, 12.23 for 95 cents. What are your thoughts? Just a month out? Should I look further out? I'd look further out. Yeah, I want to get a bigger premium. Bigger. I'm happy I sold my Matterport calls already. I sold them. Look to buy back Nelson for cheap if you can. Look to buy them cheap. Put in a stink bid for half the price you sold them for. You might get lucky, or a third of the price. You never know. I don't know. I don't know. Nice going. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, good. Okay. I sold 10 March 35 Matterport for $3.30. I just bought them back for $2.82. It took me an hour. Nice. Just snagged March 22 $17.5 calls on SoFi. Stink bid 385 got filled. Picked up 69 of them. Anyone selling these is insane. They are crazy. Nice job. Don't know what's going on with the market today, but I'm just going to turn off notifications until after the holiday. I wish SoFi went to 15 this week. I would call my bank and take out a loan on my mortgage, buy 10 grand shares outright. And Anthony Noda will be having a big event on December 2nd in front of all the major execs. Do you sell puts to open when writing puts? Sell to open, yes. When using stock to cover, that's how that works. Yes, sell to open, yeah. My ears, oh God, my ears. Don't be a bunch of weenie babies. Hold on, hold, says Drops. 26.32, down 154 on Matterport right now. 26.32, the low of the day, 26.12, 3.7 million volume. So Matterport taking a bit of a dip. Those of you who wrote contracts this morning, 30s, 35s, 40s, you've got to be looking good right now. Beautiful stuff. Sorry, watching the delay, I just got busy with a phone call. GameStop 236.26, only up 7.46. We were $10 higher than this today. SoFi 1880 down 157. Rocket Lab still up 22 to 1572. ME down 77. Spire 486 down 24 cents. Low of the day 480. We're at 486. ATIP down 24 cents to 345. The low of the day 345. That's a bargain here. Smart Rent down 14, Sexterra down 13. Watching this market closely. SoFi 1877, GameStop 236. Okay. Nelson, you could have SoFi at a stink bit of 1880. Let's see. Matterport 2618 down 168. The low of the day on Matterport 2608. We just passed it. We just had it a little minute ago. So these contracts for Matterport have got to be dropping off for sure. And of course, GameStop contracts Did anyone write 250s today? 245s, 240s? Did anyone write those? Anything higher than that on GameStop today? Some of these might be backing off already. Nice, nice, nice. Those of you trying to buy back calls on GameStop, you may want to sit on the sidelines, let the stock back off. 234 now. It's only up 550. Let these calls come down and let the stock back off. It's got profit taking to take here. We were high as 246, we're now 234, 234.36. And we may go into the Friday gains now. We might back through that. I don't know. Let's see. What else is going on? I'm short a 23.50 SoFi for December 31. I took in $1.10 when I sold it. Midpoint 57. Does it make any sense to close and write another closer to the money for more premium? There you go. Good question. You wrote a 23.50 SoFi, and it's falling dramatically, obviously. 1878 on the stock. So, I mean, you could theoretically buy back this contract and then take the same expiry point, same date, and maybe write closer, or come into a closer time frame. Come into like a week or two closer. December 17, closer price. Might be the way to go. Shorter time frame, quicker shrinkage, higher premium might be the way to go. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, everybody. 235 on GameStop right now. Let's see. Is buying puts on GameStop a good move? I would not buy puts on GameStop. I'd write cash secured puts if you're a long-term believer in the stock, but not right now. No. Sage, thank you, Sage. GameStop, look at GameStop. We'll keep going up. Quit bootlicking. Okay, bootlicking. Guess I'm bootlicking. 236 on the stock. SoFi 1880 down 157. Matterport 2618 down 169. ME 926. Spire 483 down 27. ATIP 345. Wow. Home Depot up 734. Vanek down 17. IBM up 258. The Dow up 300. Apple up 460. Microsoft up $2. Tesla up 44. Royal Caribbean down 79 cents. That's 79.59 down 88 on Royal Caribbean. Backing off. Goldman up 9.56. How about that? Thanks, Uncle B. You got it, John. You got it, buddy. Way to go. Interesting stuff, kids. Oh, such fun. 1564 on Rocket Lab. That stock just does not want to let go. It doesn't want to go. It just kind of goes up and then comes off. It comes on. Very frustrating. SoFi 1882. Rocket Lab 236.74. What a day. What a day. Yes. Again, patience is your friend on Matterport. If you wrote 2250 calls, you wrote $25 calls, you watched it go up to 3080, reach almost $31 a share the other day. You saw it hit 29 something today again. Now it's down near the 26. There's profit taking coming in. And whenever there's a run, you can sell contracts. And when it backs off, you buy them back. Way to go, you guys. Let's see. I was going to buy puts today on Matterport, but I missed out on that fudge. Again, no guarantee that this is the all-time high or this is a resistance level or this is the low here. Rocket Lab will fluctuate like any other stock. There's no law saying there's a high or a low on this stock. SoFi 1876. It's a bargain as far as I'm concerned. But it is doing what it's doing. Jed, sorry about that. I knew it was coming, but sometimes I feel like it's not spreading negative news. My bad. On SoFi, you may feel that right now is the time to buy calls. Those of you who are long SoFi, you may feel that right now is the time to write 20s. You might want to write 20s for this Friday and take some premium. It's up to you. Matterport, you might want to write 2750. So if you could, I don't think you can, unfortunately. So you have to write 25s or 30s, unfortunately. So you got to watch for that. All right, let's see. What else? Sold 10 April. 40 calls on Matterport this morning for $7,000. Just bought them back to lock in $3,000 in profits. Nice move. Nice move. Gave it to you. I felt by the recent euphoria run, I just didn't hit the buy button. There you go. Nice going, Connor. Well done, sir. Nice little score. Love seeing that kind of stuff. That's good stuff. And if it goes back up again today, it goes back to 27, 28 and a half. Guess what? You might want to write him again. For sure. Let's see. Way to go. Cool beans, baby. Cool beans. Oh, it's so good. It's just so good. Yeah, thanks, Uncle B, and I'm planning on it. There you go. You know what you're doing. You're figuring it out. The next one, absolutely. Uncle Bruce, what do you think about the idea of rolling calls into puts on any given stock? Is there a name for that, or is it just rolling options? I don't like the idea of one version or the other. No, don't think so. I just work on one side only, keeping it simple, just get very knowledgeable about your stocks and your calls and your trading patterns, and then you can handle sudden moves without panicking and without worrying about it. Just keep it simple. Just relax. Yes, Nelson. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, baby. Simple. You wrote Matterport calls? Great. You going to buy them back for cheaper? Great. Stock goes back up again? Write them again. Yeah. Stock goes back? Buy it back again. Yeah. They depreciate over time? Yeah. Keep it simple. Consistent. Don't get too frazzled. Don't lose focus. Just yeah. Absolutely. 237 on GameStop, up $8.50 a share. 237.30 at the moment. That's where we're at. Kids, I've been on the air for 3 hours, 20 minutes. I got to get off for a bit of a rest and get back on the air today at 3 o'clock. And then I'm going to be on the air tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern on Traveling with Bruce. Then I'm going to be on the air at 8 o'clock Eastern time with Traveling with Bruce. I got stuff to do here, man. I got trivia to play on Traveling with Bruce here at 7 o'clock with my members over there. And then I'm on 8 o'clock for the big show, Travel. Anybody can join us tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern if you want. You got nothing to do. Come on over Traveling with Bruce. Hang out with the gang there, 8 o'clock. We got a good bunch of people over there. Join me every Monday night. Talk about travel, see what's going on. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. So sell and then buy instead of rolling. Sell and buy back. Yeah, exactly. Roll when you make your next position, that actually is rolling. But whenever that is, it's at your convenience, at your price. Yes. Anyway, there it is. Let's see. I think I need to exit my call options, but I only sold half of them. But the ones in January are too close to the strike date. Your call, Ryan. Everyone have a great day. Thank you, John. Rest up, Uncle B. Thank you, Nelson. John, thanks, everybody. Larry, time flies when you're having fun. It does. Cheddar, taking profits and repositioning, seeing unrealized gains evaporate. Larry, have a good afternoon, everybody. You betcha. We're going to catch you at 3 o'clock this afternoon for the last hour of trading today. Let's see what this market brings us and try to take advantage of this whole thingy. Vernon says it all right there. He says it all right there. 236.77 on GameStop, up 7.97. Rocket Lab up 6 cents to 15.56. SoFi 18.73. Matterport 26.33 down $1.53. What a run today, up and down. ME 920 down 77. Spire 480 down 29. This is the low of the day right there on Spire. ATIP 346 right at around the low of the day as well. Bargoons out here. There are bargoons today. But, I can't make them go up, but I think some of these stocks are a little low. It's just my thought. Later, Bagel Gang says, Nelson Fenneville, take care, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all the thumbs ups today. Kind words, donations, and everything else. You guys are great. 566 thumbs ups on this show. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you this afternoon at 3 o'clock as we get ready to get in for the last hour of the day, okay? Stink in on that 23.50 for SoFi. Let's see what happens. Yes, says thank you. You betcha, buddy. You have a great one. Keep an eye on those markets. I'll keep an eye on them as well. And we'll be here at 3 o'clock to run this baby home for the last hour today, okay? Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.